Hi, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with this deck, Landstilence. It was a ton of fun, and the deck was kind of complicated, interesting. You know, it was ducking and weaving a little bit. We ran into a couple of bad matchups, and a couple of misplays made things a little less than optimal, but that's all right. The deck was still sweet. A couple of changes I would like to make, and I talk about that throughout the leagues, but I just wanted to drop in and remind you that you can like the video down below or subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know that you're enjoying everything, and it encourages me to keep going and making great Pauper content. Enjoy the league. Hopefully I can see you on Monday and Tuesday nights at twitch.tv/AnyNewProvince for more Pauper streams. All right, so let's do this. Let's win some games with Jotty offshoots. All right, let's go. Oh, turn 1 Jotty offshoot, Evolving Wilds? Yeah, can't lose. On the play? Oh, baby. Thorn? Maybe we'll hit a ramp spell? Okay, let's-a go. Black mana looking so fixed. So friggin' fixed. Opponents on turn 1 Soul Warden. They're going to gain a lot more life than we are. Okay, so let's play in another Jotty offshoot. Gain a bit of life, play an Evolving Wilds, and we will pass the turn. We're going to crack this for black on their end step, and this is going to be super interesting. I wonder if they're on Rally Gond. I've taken some pretty savage beats to Rally Gond decks. But I think Pestilence is going to be pretty good against this deck, so if we can find it, we can find Pestilence. Yeah, this is probably Rally Gond. There's the one of Boros Garrison. I believe they only play one. And you're going to get in with your Soul Warden? You're going to pump fake? No, you're not. Okay. Could, like, I don't know what kind of tricks you can do with Jotty offshoots, but we'll always yield these triggers, and turn comes back to us. There's a Grazing Gladeheart. So I think I'm just, well, I kind of want to play this Evolving Wilds and then land a Thorn next turn, because they just won't be able to get through our board, probably, unless they start playing crazy token producers, I guess. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw with this Alchemist File before I do anything else, obviously. And their next turn might go differently and change our minds, but for now, I am going to play Evolving Wilds. I'm not super afraid of them attacking right now, so there we go. All right, what do you have? Are you going to flood the board with a whole bunch of tokens? Because that would suck. If they do, I might not sack this Evolving Wilds. I might just leave it as is, play Gladeheart, get a couple of triggers next turn. But let's see what happens. I don't know if they know. Oh, God. Oh, we're so dead. Can't beat this. What is this card? It's not bad. They can't, like, profitably attack with anything, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty good against our Thorn here. I guess we could Alchemist's Violet. So I'm gonna sack here. I am gonna play Thorn. Oh no, I shouldn't play Thorn because I don't have the Alchemist Vial backup. So I might have lost a little bit of value there. Yeah, we just find another land. Okay, so let's... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because we had to do that to get the Gladeheart value anyway. So let's play out a Grazing Gladeheart. See what they want to see, if they have anything to say about that. Out life gaining the life gain deck, we will play a Radiant Fountain and see how their next turn goes. Because if we can just fog this with the Alchemist File for even one turn, we might start digging to try to find... always yield, always yes. We might start digging to try to find our Pestilence, because I think Pestilence on this board just looks pretty freaking good for us. Here comes a token producer. No, they're just going to draw a card. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. We can pretty much F6 here. Yeah, I'm going to F6. This deck is quite slow, so I don't want to give them any more time than I need to. Going to gain a bit of life. Gaining, 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 gaining. Attacking with some stuff. I'll block. I will trade a Gladeheart for the removal spell. Or yeah. Let's see if they're going to remove. Maybe just a pump spell? Rally the Peasants or something? Well, yeah, I don't mind trading with Rally the Peasants there, sure. Nice. Okay, there's a Search for Tomorrow. That's going to gain us a bunch more life. I might Thorn here, though, because we can Thorn and leave up Alchemist's Vial and start drawing extra cards. I really don't want this deck to draw extra cards, though. I feel like drawing extra cards is something they have a problem with, but then we can block their Soul Warden and this can't keep attacking, which would be sweet, but... I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to play out black mana, I guess. Doesn't really matter, because we're probably going to use this on the Loyal Pegasus this turn. Yep. I will absolutely use the... I'll bring in the Moment's Pieces against this deck, for sure. Rally the Peasants. I know there's probably some Battle Screeches. So we're going to do some digging for our... we might draw Disfigure, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to start doing some digging for Pestilence now. So let's get the Monarch and see what happens here. So things are going to get interesting, I think. Things are going to get interesting. The Monarch's on the battlefield. It could just outright win. It could outright lose us the game, but who's counting anyway, right? All right, so yeah, so we've locked ourselves out of misplaying by suspending this. Drew another land. Lands aren't usually dead draws in this deck, but we don't want to see them right now. I hope they don't have a haste creature. Like, I don't know what Loyal Pegasus Soul Warden means. Rally the Peasants means they're probably Boros Tokens. Will they get the Monarch back here? Is this... No, it's just a Battle Screech. Okay, so we're going to lose the Monarch here in a second if we don't draw our Pestilence. But I feel like resolving a Pestilence against this deck just means we can't lose. Like, I really, really want to resolve a Pestilence against this deck. So the extra card draw is probably relevant. All right, we can F6 here. They can't attack with anything. Oh, man, more lands, huh? Okay, so... let's just try digging. It doesn't really matter if we dig for removal, I guess, but we will try. Sure drew a bunch of lands, huh, team? We'll just cast our Search for Tomorrow. That'll get us an untapped land, and then we'll play our Jungle Hollow and pass it over to them. This is going to make it harder for them to win with Rally the Peasants, but once they steal the Monarch away from us, it's looking pretty bad. On our end, anyway. So yeah, so I guess we weren't prepared for Boros Tokens, except Rally the Peasants is awesome against this, or whatchamacallit, Pestilence is awesome against this deck, so if we could just find it, we'd be doing okay. We have 4 copies. That'll help us find it. Can't attack with Jotty Offshoots. A little bit of a non-bow with Alchemist Vial. I'm going to see what they attack with here. There's a chance we can get them to like trade a creature for Thorn of the Black Rose, or they forget what Alchemist Vial does. I mean, it's kind of playing to minimal outs, but we want to keep the Monarch as often as we can here. Oh, there's a Benevolent Bodyguard. Okay, that's interesting. So this is definitely a Rally Gone type of deck, I think. Anyway, it looks like they're just going to attack minimally here. Probably a good move. Probably an all right move. That'll help them with the Pestilence for a minute. Probably an okay move. +2, +0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they're representing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 on the backswing, so they can do like 30 over the next couple turns. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, go like that. Monarch just hanging away here. They'll get to draw. I hope I can like put them off drawing a lot of extra cards off this somehow. Oh man, that was, yeah, that sucked. Wow. Oh god, that's a lot of lands, man. I guess we don't call it Landstilence for nothing, huh? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to play Pestilence. I should play Untapped. Yeah, so this will give us the highest number of black sources possible. So we'll go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. And we're going to tick up Pestilence a couple times and probably attack. See how they feel about Pestilence. Probably not super good. Okay, so let's trigger Pestilence, see what their responses look like. Do you have responses? Because I'll just do it again. Respond? Or just let your whole board die? Just let your whole board die. That would be pretty cool. I'd be pretty down for that. And then we just have to draw another creature to get the Monarch back, which is not ideal, but It is a thing that can happen, so we will try to play to that out as much as we can. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to sack Benevolent Bodyguard. I'm going to activate again in response, I think. Maybe not, because we could just use it next turn. Like, we could just fog this. And then kill it, but I guess it might represent more life gain for them, so I might... This puts this down to 1. They could have like a main board Electrickery. I think I'm going to. I think getting in with Thorn is enough, and they don't have a ton of plays that happen next turn that we really care about. So is this going to be like a protection spell here or something? Like, if it is Rally Gond and they haven't hit green mana... Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. Good. Good. Yep. We're going to take another damage. Our creatures are going to take another damage. We'll go to combat. They might have a removal spell here. Removal spell would really suck, but we're in a pretty good position. I don't know that their deck is good enough against... oh, no! Okay. Fair enough. You're going to get our Thorn. Okay. Should have seen that coming. All right. All right, Tokens deck. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. They're going to draw a ton of extra cards. But we might be able to just win with Pestilence. Hopefully we can just win with Pestilence. That was probably kind of greedy. Because I could have just fogged it. But yeah, I don't know. Even if I did activate Alchemist Vial there, I really just didn't want them to have this. We'll F6. They'll draw another card. We draw another land, which is okay. We will play a tap land here. And just pass the turn, probably ping twice with Pestilence on the end of their turn. Pass it over to them. No opportunity to get the Monarch back here, but not 100% worried about that. I don't know how many outs they have to Pestilence, honestly. I'll just let this soldier hit me for now. We can always activate this in response to a pump spell. We just can't activate this 3 times. That is just not something that can happen. Okay, there's a Squadron Hawk. I don't really care about that. Go ahead. Squadron Hawk away. Like, I will on their end step. I'll activate this twice. If they have Electrickery, then they have Electrickery. There's not a ton we can do there. They go get 2 more Squad Hawks. Don't want to do any discarding at end of turn. They're going to pass. Before they draw a card, I'm going to go ahead and activate Pestilence once. And activate Pestilence twice, and let the turn come back. They might see enough removal spell. Oh god, man, we're drawing so many lands. Like, Landstilence. How many spells have we even cast? 5? No, we've cast a few, but still. That is a ton of lands, man. I know, the life totals are kind of redonk, huh? All right, pass it over to them. Just have to play fast and navigate this as well as possible. A ton of lands, though. Like, can we draw any non-land card? Like, I would even take a ramp card here. There's Squad Hawk. Yep. I think they're going to try to pressure us until our life total is low enough that Pestilence doesn't matter anymore. I will activate once. And let the turn come back, or let them draw a card anyway. Oh, there's another Pestilence. Okay, well, I was asking my deck to give me something besides a land, but anyway. At this rate, we're still winning, so... Alright, pass it over to them. We're on the mill plan now, team. I don't know that there's anything in their deck that can beat Pestilence. I'll probably activate twice at the end of my turn. Okay, yeah, you can do that. So yeah, 2 removal spells would be kind of bad for us, but we can just play another Pestilence after they build out their board. They spend all their removal spells on Jotty Offshoots. We will inevitably draw another creature. And if we draw a Guardian Idol, then then this will just end. Pestilence triggers. And see if they have another removal spell. It doesn't matter if they remove now anyway, but there's another creature. Okay, so let's play out Gladeheart. This will steal the Monarch back for us, hopefully. We can manufacture ways that it can steal it back. We should probably play land. We can manufacture ways to steal it back without killing our own Gladeheart anyway, so we won't kill our own Gladeheart. We'll probably just leave it on the battlefield as a clock, so long as we can control their board. We can just draw more removal spells or something, which would be fine. Okay, so they're going to do their best to draw a bunch of cards. They're playing really fast, too. That could be a pretty big advantage over us. Going to be discarding the hand size shortly. And here comes a Bone Splitter, sure. I guess there's no reason not to. Here comes a Benevolent Bodyguard, yep. And will they go to end of turn? I don't want to take very many risks here. There's a Soul Warden, so I think we want to take... Yeah, Soul Warden can come down, that's fine. And they're going to trigger that, so I'm going to go ahead and try for one. I don't know why they would have a ping spell anyway. They're going to sack Benevolent Bodyguard here, but we can do whatever we want to... we can make it so it can't block. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. I'm sure they'll have lots of opportunities to remove this Gladeheart, but I feel like if we can get in here, that would be pretty great. So I'm going to try to make this unable to block. And I'm going to do this pre-combat just in case we draw a removal spell. I thought about bringing artifact lands in too, just because of like Edge of Autumn, Fortuitous Find, but you know, way she goes. Okay, so I might not play this Jotty Offshoot out just in case they play something that we have to sweep away. So I'm going to get in with the Gladeheart, turn that clock on. I'm gonna have to play pretty fast. This probably doesn't lend itself to play-by-play all game, every game. Yeah, so I don't... I'm gonna play one more Jotty Offshoot out, just in case they have the removal spell for it, and I don't see any reason to hold lands here either. I don't think they play discard. There you go. Always yes, I told you. And let's try to Pestilence on our end step. And there goes that. I might Pestilence again here. No. Okay. We're fine. There's a Search for Tomorrow. We can't play it right now, but it'll get us tons of triggers next turn. See what this turn looks like for them. They were pretty far ahead there for a minute. We gotta be mindful of our 6 minutes on clock here. Squad Hawk, gonna go get some more Squad Hawks. Probably. There's Loyal Pegasus. Another X1. We will go Pestilencing. Wipe their board. Turn comes back. Territorial Baloth. Just the guy I wanted to see. I don't think there's any reason to play it out just yet. Maybe if we have to turn the clock up a little bit, I'd be okay with that. I'm going to gain a bunch more life for what it's worth. Get in with Grazing Gladeheart. Just in case they find another removal spell for it. We need something to steal back this Monarch if they find a way to protect themselves. Go to end step, and I will trigger Pestilence once. We draw a card, Edge of Autumn. I'll cycle that away. We might find an instant spell that we care about before their turn. We find a Jungle Hollow, and pass it over to them. I guess Territorial Baloth would let us cast activate Pestilence more than once a turn, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? They're going to pass through. We'll Pestilence once. Turn comes through. We find a Disfigure. That's a good draw. I'm going to hold the lands now. For when we do, we might inevitably have Territorial Baloth out, and we'll want to do something about that. Just going to dig away at them. If they play anything with more than 2 toughness, we can Disfigure it now. I'll probably play a land next turn. Turn comes through. They gain a life. We will undo that with our Pestilence. Pass straight through to second there, so they're playing very fast. I don't know why they're playing X1s here. Like, I don't see how that makes any sense. I feel like they should be trying to trick us into getting rid of our Pestilence. Let's play another Gladeheart, play out Jungle Hollow, bunch of triggers, gain 1,000,000 life. And yes, we will use the ability. I told you, I want to always yes the ability, please. Game. Okay, so go to attacks, get in with our Gladeheart, and we will ping for 1 on our end step. I don't think this deck mainboards the Electrickery. I don't know why it would, I guess. Ping for 1 on our end step. Turn comes back. There's another Pestilence. So we, like, if we have to wipe the board now, we're in a pretty good position. It looks like they're going to pass straight through. I think they might just be making us play it out here. So I'm going to go to attacks. I'll play Baloth on second main phase. I like that Pestilence is a win condition on its own, even if they can remove all of our creatures. And there's a forest. Oh, you have to always yes first? That's stupid. I'm always yesing. That's what always means. There's another Pestilence. Okay, so let's just play a Baloth that are, well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, we'll play a Baloth here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes Baloth. Play out a forest. Could be what, I don't know, if they have Galvanic Blast or something, they probably don't. And Galvanic Blast doesn't matter right now anyway. Yep. I wasn't trying to be sassy. By the way. I absolutely appreciate you saving me time. It was just the, it's just kind of silly, right? Like, if I always yes, I mean always yes. Always. That's what always means. I don't know if we should just tap out and win with Pestilence here, probably. If we go to end step, I probably will. Yep. Tap, tap. Tap, Pestilence. GG's. Begin sideboarding. Okay, so bunch of X ones happening here. I'm definitely bringing Moments pieces in. This is a Battle Screech deck, so I think there might be room for Nihil Spell Bombs. Chainer's Edicts are going to be bad. Disfigures are probably fine. Get rid of those Thraben Inspectors for when we have our X2s out. So I might just bring in Doomblades here instead. I'm okay with Doomblade over Edict in this matchup. Kill the stuff that we care about. I'm going to bring the Moments pieces in. I'm going to shave an Alchemist Vial and a Fortuitous Find. And I might try to find a way to fit these Nihil Spell Bombs in as well. Want to send me a message? If anybody knows how to check messages while you're in sideboard, please let me know. That would be sweet. Because I'd love to know what my opponent says like during sideboard or after the game. I can never figure out how to like navigate that. Okay, so what else do we want to bring in here? Fortuitous Find for Nihil Spellbomb. I almost don't even think we want to take an Alchemist Vial out. Like, even that's kind of weird, but Moments Piece does a good enough job of it. We should have plenty of time to draw cards. Hey, Joe, how you doing tonight? Hey, Joe, you ever hear that Jimi Hendrix song? Oh my god, I sound like a dad. My dad. Maybe not all dads. Hashtag not all dads. Nihil Spellbomb, eh? Is that what I want here? They only have Battle Screech, right? Like, do we care about anything besides Battle Screech? I think that plan seemed to work pretty well there. I don't know if I want to, wet it down anymore. It's funny, Joe. You're like, your token greeting always beats the, beats the notification that my friend Joe has started watching. I'm gonna have to mulligan this away. This hand's pretty bad. You get a forest, and if we get lucky, we could have an early Pestilence. Like, we have our sideboard card in hand, but this just doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything even faster. Oh man, drew a bunch of lands there last game, and now we're just gonna mulligan into Oblivion, I guess. Go to 5. Wow, guys, wow. Okay, if we find a green source, this is playable, so I'm gonna keep Bottom of Fortuitous Find. Oh my gosh, it was going really good. I was feeling great. Had some having some unfortunate things go down now, but it was going really great. I'll come to a point where I might even sack Edge of Autumn for a green source, or looking for a green source. Opponent taking their time, doing some cycling. Yeah, I know, right? Shuffler, please. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is super bad. Okay. Yeah, that was some tough mulliganing. I'm almost sacking this Bazooka Bog. If we can kill this with our Doomblade, we're probably feeling all right, but oh, come on, man. Come on. All right, just pass it back to them. I'll take 4 once. I'll take 4 exactly once. I know. Mulligan 2 times, find the same 3 cards each time. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. That didn't sound good. They find a Battle Scrooge. We find a Guardian Idol. I don't know. I guess... This is super irritating. This is so irritating. If we can find 1 Black Source Guardian Idol, might get us to Pestilence and we might be able to win, but I'm going to pass. I'll pitch this Moments Piece. Maybe I shouldn't pitch Moments Piece. Maybe I should just pitch Jotty Offshoot. I think it's the worst card here. Imagine we drew the other Bazooka Bog. Imagine that. There's Soul Warden. Our opponent's just gonna pull way ahead with this. Wow, that was some like really bad mulliganing, considering the number of cards I drew last, or number of, oh, come on, deck. Come on, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it doesn't take a lot to lose here. I think I'm gonna go looking for a green. No, yeah, I'm not gonna show the Moments Piece. Here's a green source. We'll suspend search for tomorrow. We're pretty much 100% dead here. We only had 1 turn to live anyway, so if we do find a land here, sweet. There could have been a reason not to sacrifice a land. I guess we would have found untapped forest there. We could have fogged, but I don't see that going super well. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it like that. That's about as good as we can go, I guess. Glad I saved a little bit of time on that one anyway, huh, gang? Savage beating. Savage beating, guys. Boros T4 deck confirmed. Oh my god. They apologized in the chat. Oh, I appreciate your apology, opponent. Little do you know, I am a well-salted loser. Yes, I would love to play first. Okay, this hand looks a lot better. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to go on the play again, that's all. Okay, we'll keep. Turn 1, Jotty Offshoot. Opponent's going to be on the beatdown. Yeah, it is never fun to have a game like that. Like, on Moto, sometimes I'm okay with having a game like that, but in paper, it feels really bad. I always say that, you know, like, somebody gets mana screwed, they're sitting looking across at you face to face, and they're just like, jeez. Like, it just doesn't feel great. Okay, so we want to find some ramp spells here. Got a lot of live draws. Just another land is fine. Yeah, there's another land. Sweet, so we can get our Gladeheart out. Gladeheart can attack through most of the dorks, so that's all right. They're going to play a tap land, Thraben Inspector. Thraben Inspector, gain some life. We've committed to the F6ing. Okay, so no reason to be Doomblading anything here. I'm just going to play out the Gladeheart. Going to make the rest of our land drops a little bit better, and we can Doomblade something that matters next turn. I don't know why I'm still expecting... like Presence of Gond, like green mana Presence of Gond somewhere in here. But yeah. We have 2 Pestilences in hand. If we can just find our other black mana, like, we're moving, we're clipping. Here comes the Thraben Inspector with a Bone Splitter. We just let it through here for 3. I wonder if they want to trade it. Like, we will just Doomblade it next turn for pretty much any reason, unless we can find a reason to play our Pestilence, I guess. I think I'm going to trade. Their 2 toughness creatures are more important than ours. It is one of our only threats. They probably think it is our, like, straight up only threat. I'm going to leave up black mana here. We have single black mana spells that matter more than single green mana spells right now, but that's okay. Search for Tomorrow at least represents another untapped land next turn. Get getting that Thraben Inspector off the table felt pretty good. That'll give us a little more time to get this Pestilence online. I wonder if they have any creatures with 3 toughness. I feel like not having a... oh, man. Okay, so we'll probably Doomblade that. This creature with a... this creature with... whatchamacallit? With Bone Splitter is probably Bad News Bears. Probably very Bad News Bears. Yeah, even Veteran Armor isn't a huge deal here. I wonder if we just want to hardcast Search for Tomorrow and then fog whatever creature they put this Bone Splitter on. That could be possible. We might just want to straight up Doomblade this at some point, though. We want to Search for Tomorrow because then if we draw another black mana, well, we can just play Pestilence next turn and then we're feeling pretty dandy. So I think I'm just going to hardcast this here. And then use the 1 mana to fog whatever creature gets the Doomblade with an Alchemist Vial. Moment's Peace is awesome. Moment's Peace in response to their Rally of the Peasants will be pretty sweet. And they're going to pass. Another Veteran Armor would kind of suck, but Doomblade would be fine against that. They know we have Pestilence mana now. Feeling better than I even did last time because there's no Monarch on the battlefield. Yeah, that's okay. No worries about Journey. Actually, there's some worries about Journey, because if we want to wipe their board, then we can't, well, that was a pretty good play. So we're going to take 4 here. Not ideal. They only have 2 cards in hand, though. Like, I might even just trade this Pestilence off for their board, and then we'll talk about it after that. We can just draw, like, 1 black mana. No, I don't even want untapped black mana here. I might just I'm just gonna run out Pestilence. It's not untapped black mana, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna run out Pestilence, play this Evolving Wilds, and then play Territorial Baloth next turn. And then I can wipe their board and keep the Baloth a couple turns after that. But we're almost to that point. Like, how much can Rally the Peasants do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're like pretty close to dead against Rally the Peasants. So maybe this is going to be like Moment's Peace, Doomblade. Like, Doomblade your armor, Moment's Peace if you cast Rally the Peasants. Kind of think that's what it's going to be. Yeah, so we should Doomblade this on their turn. And then we can land a Pestilence X1 for Loyal Pegasus and Soul Warden. So I think that's precisely what I want to do, actually. There's probably some amount of reasons to fog anyway. Yeah, that's cool. Come on in. We'll go straight through the blocks. And let's Moment's Peace, because like we can I want to Doomblade this end of turn because they might get the tip off that they should play another one or something. They could be sandbagging one. Okay, cool. And we'll see what this is. If this is another Veteran Armor, I'm not super pumped about it. Oh, Guardian of the Guild Pack, no! Oh, my Chainer's Edict. All right, Guardian really sucks here. That's pretty bad for us. Okay, well, I'm going to Doomblade the armor now anyway. I guess we do get to wipe their board, but we just don't have a ton of stuff that can go around this Guardian. We get to wipe their board except for the Guardian. Man, I did not expect Guardian of the Guild Pack there. And Territorial Baloth just can't get through it. Like, we might just have to line up a turn where we, like, Baloth a bunch of times, or like pump Baloth a bunch of times and then get in with it for the win or something. I guess we can win with Pestilence by hitting our opponent, but we're gonna have to gain a lot of life. Baloth can't block Guardian of the Guild Pack, then it's gonna start friggin' wrecking us here. Oh, we need some life gain. Well, there's some life gain. What do we get back here? Probably Gladeheart. We don't have any. So pulse back Gladeheart, suspend Search for Tomorrow, or just cast Search for Tomorrow, pulse back Gladeheart on the end of their turn, just in case they play some stuff that we have anything to do with our black mana against. Ugh. This is tough. Okay, so cast Search for Tomorrow. Don't tap all that green mana. And go get another black. And then we'll pass to them. This is tough, man. This is like... We're gonna have to do a lot of good runnings to beat this. A lot. Who knew this was a Gleeful Sabotage matchup? Oh man, Guardian, wow. Frig. That's tough, man, that's tough. We didn't draw super well in games 1 and 2, but I hate blaming it on that. All right, there you go with your tokens. I'm just gonna take care of that right now. It's going okay, it's going okay. I took out my edicts because they're playing a tokens deck, and they brought in Guardian of the Guild packs. They probably like next leveled me. So we're gonna go to combat. We will Alchemist Vial their Guardian for a black mana. And oh no, it should have been green mana. We'll pass the turn back. Okay, so we just gotta start going around them with Territorial Baloths somehow. So let's cast out a Baloth and leave up 1 activation of Pestilence. We're gonna have to take 4 here, potentially 7, potentially 10, but you do what you gotta do. It's going not too bad, Lynx. It's going not too bad. Our one game we won. We won pretty convincingly. We're still in match 1 right now. I mulliganed to 4 last game. Didn't draw a land until turn 3. And that was how that story went, pretty much. Okay, I will let them go to attacks. There's no reason to Pestilence now. If I can't let them all get in, so I will Pestilence. Kill the soldiers. It'll give them an extra turn. Yeah, and they brought in the Guardians for my... Well, I boarded out Chainer's Edicts. They brought in Guardians, and I can't block me no Guardians. So I think I'm going to get back Gladeheart here. Get back the Gladeheart with our Pulse Marasa, gain some life. That might have been just cast another Territorial Baloth so that they couldn't attack anymore. But we're just this is a Rally the Peasants deck, and we're just too close to dying. Ooh, you know what? If we do that, we can't leave any black mana up. So if they have like Raise the Alarm, that would be 6 outright. And then if they had Rally the Peasants with a Raise the Alarm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's an extra 4, so 6, 10, 4 plus 4. So they could do 18. And we would go up to exactly less than that here. I don't think we can do that. I think we got to leave up Pestilence here and hold this land drop. Get in with Territorial Baloth and plan on Moments Piecing. And then next turn it won't be any better for us, but we'll have to Gladeheart. So maybe we do make our land drop this turn then and get in for 6. I think that's what we want to do. So let's make our land drop and get in for 6. So the next turn we still have a Pestilence activation active for when they obviously eventually decide to raise the alarm against us. Okay, let's attack for 6. We now have a faster clock than you, opponent. Pass the turn. If they want to raise the alarm and stuff like that, we can Pestilence them. Let's see what this is. Squadron Hawk. Yep. Sure. Gonna go find some more squad buddies. Get the squad together. Squad up. Yeah, Guardian with an axe is definitely not something we prepared for, but I don't think we're in the worst position here. Like, I think we could be in an absolute worst position. I'm gonna go ahead and Pestilence once here, but they're not even attacking with Guardian anymore, so like I think Territorial Baloth is doing exactly what I want Territorial Baloth to do. Present a compelling enough board for our opponent not to attack into us. Okay, so I think we want to play out Gladeheart here. Yeah. I know, right? I know. Okay, let's try to collect ourselves. If we Baloth, we can still have 2... Oh my god, I only have 4 minutes left. I'm going to Baloth. That leaves us 2 Pestilence triggers. We're not going to do any Pestilencing on the end of turn. We can disfigure a card that's bigger. We have 2 Baloths we can attack with. 1 next turn if we can make our land drop. Other Pulse Marasa for Evolving Wilds would be bananas. But they're getting to the point where, like, Bailoff attacks just kill them, so I like that. I like that, at least. Alright, let's see what they want to do. They're going to play some Squad Hawks out. I think they're just whittling our life total down until they can attack for lethal. We don't have our Fog up here, which is relevant. We have a Disfigure in hand, which is nice. We just can't do anything against that Guardian. Okay, pass. Oh, I hit an Evolving Wilds. Okay, sick. So let's play out Glade Art. 1, 2, 3. Play an Evolving Wilds, get a bunch of pumps. Pump, 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 pump. Yes. The guys get bigger, and we will just go to attacks and attack with both. They can block one with Guardian. We can Fog next turn. We're kind of playing to like minimal advantages here, but if they want to like rally the peasants, flashback rally the peasants here, then all the power to them. Let's get a bunch more triggers. I will always yes this first, and then always yield this. Always yield this, and it should always yes now because we did it the right way. And they're going to take 8, so 1 more Bailoff turn, and we're good. We're gravy. All we need is an Evolving Wilds, a Pulse of Marasa. They're going to rally the peasants, okay. And they can't flash back the rally the peasants, so I don't really know what that does there. Probably should have saved that for when they were going to win the game. But now I know it's there. Opponent going to give me a damn it in the chat. And we'll just pass. Moment's Peace active. Sorry about the sirens, guys. I guess some Yeah. Yeah. You do have a veteran armor on board now. I might have it. I'm gonna let them, I want them to commit into this veteran armor a bunch. Like, keep playing creatures, please. And they don't get in. We are going to Disfigure the Armorer. And we will Pestilence once. And turn comes back. We draw a land, so that means we can attack again. Gain some more life. Get out of the way of the Rally the Peasants activations. And attack with our Bailoths. We have Fog, Rally the Peasants. Like, there's a bunch of cards in our deck that when it's... Oh, we had lethal. I guess if they have... always fetch Swamp. Fetch Swamp all day. Why? I always fetch Swamp. Maybe I shouldn't always fetch Swamp. But I'm going to send us a message. I don't know what they're trying to say here. They're going to give us the GGs, but they might be trying to fake us out. I guess I could just Pestilence twice and win. I probably should just Pestilence twice and win. I'm straight up telling them that I'm nervous that they have a trick, but they don't have a trick! And we won the match. We are 2-1 with the guys. We're 2-1 with Landstilence. Yeah, I guess we're the aggro deck. Good point, Cuthbert, good point. This isn't easy. It's really, really, really slow. But there's a good amount of deck thinning that we can do. So I'm almost inclined to keep this here. But one landers aren't super good anyway. We have 23 lands in our deck. These are some good cards, though. We find a... I honestly, like, I kind of want to keep... No, Pauper's a fast format. Like, unless this is Tron'd, that's a really bad hand. Oh, you know what hand's even worse? A hand without any lands in it? Oh, God. We sure are mulliganing a lot here, huh? Alright, at least we got the turn 1 Jotty offshoot. Opponent's on Tranquil Cove. So if this is FAMs, the mulliganing might be okay. Disfigure maybe like an Archaeomancer or something. Looking like familiars. Fancy Plains after Tranquil Cove. It's a Delver. Ooh, that's a good Disfigure target, huh? Is this the... Maybe this is that list that did super well, or not super well, but did things in the challenge. Could be. There's a non-zero chance that that is the case. All right, so let's see what happens here now. This is more spice. We're getting spicy. There's a Seeker of the Way. Not super worried about that this second, but I will be, I'm sure. So we should find some action here. Pestilence would be fine. Thorn of the Black Rose, eh? Well, if we can get this in the way of Seeker, I think, yeah, so I think we're just going to play a tap land, take some beats over the next turn or so, hope they don't play another flyer. There's going to be a lot of hoping. There's going to be a lot of John Mayer hoping, wishing, praying going on in here right now, but yeah, we did mulligan to 5 on the draw. Can't complain too much. Deck should be able to mulligan pretty okay. All right, so what have you got? We're not even going to block, because if we can resolve Thorn, if you can storm off here, then all the power to you. But you got no gushes, so we will not block. Maybe you have pump spells. It's not worth saving the one from Thraben Inspector to lose our Jotty offshoot, our potential other blocker when we get the Monarch next turn. Is this... Oh, come on, man! Are we just gonna run into Guardian of the Guild Packs all night? Is that how this is gonna be? We Thorn trade with Seeker. We're mostly dead. I guess we can just keep getting the Monarch back for a couple turns. Like, we won't find a way to deal with this, so... If we can trade with their other 2 threats, they have 2 cards in hand. I think I'm going to play Thorn here. This very well might lose us the game, but I'm just not doing anything otherwise. We can keep buying it back and like throwing it back on the battlefield, getting the Monarch and stuff like that. But just the extra card right now and in the future is probably worth it. Trading with Seeker of the Way indefinitely is also kind of worth it. Hopefully we find all of our Alchemist Vials. And here comes just old Geardian. Yes, you may. We'll serve with Thorn, I think. Unless they remove it here, they might just straight remove it. We're going to serve with Thorn so that they have to spend an actual spell on it. Is this another... Everybody knew we were coming with the Landstilence deck tonight, huh? Everybody knew. What's with the main deck Pestilence hate, team? What's... Yeah, we're super dead. Mega dead. I guess if we find Pestilence and a Chainer's Edict, stuff might start popping off. But at the moment, we haven't found any of that yet. So go ahead, opponent, attack with your Dirtilians. God dang it. We'll probably attack with both of our Thorns, unless this is another... oh, there's Pestilence, okay. Sweet. So, Resolve Pestilence is step 1. So I think we go... Do we attack with both of these? I think we try to attack with both, so they have to trade off real creatures for them. But they might not even, right? They might not even. Yeah, so I'm going to attack with 1 Thorn. Because 1 turn having Seeker of the Way active might not be too big for them. We get 2 Guardians. I don't really know how much they got to pull off. Oh, right! Guardian of the Guild Packs. I forgot. Protection from Thorn of the Black Rose. There might not even be any reason to play out Pestilence here, so maybe I'll just play out Gladeheart, make my land drop, suspend a Search for Tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do, so let's play out Gladeheart. This person saw my deck tech. See if they want to counter Grazing Gladeheart after they finish reading it. Maybe they didn't see the deck tech. Bit of vanity there, assuming they may have. See, I was pulling the old Randy Bueller. Did you guys see that clip of him where he was like, I couldn't win from there, so I started creating chaos. That's what I was doing. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That'll get us in a position to block Thraben Inspector here. There's a Brainstorm on my end step. A little bizarre. Evolving Wilds in the bin. I think I'd be pumping the old Seeker here. Maybe they're looking for a removal spell for this one Thorn. They're going to draw a ton of cards. Like, I don't assume allowing them to draw a ton of cards with the Seeker of the Way deck is good. They probably just have to find Island. They'll start gushing off. Why? I have to do so much work now. Why did it have to be all of the Guardian of the Guild Pacts? Oh, team. Team, guys. Here comes just one Guardian. Very calculated single Guardian attack. Yep. Yep. Watch, I'm gonna like completely overcompensate in the other direction, start putting multicolor cards in all of my decks. Like what multicolor card are we gonna use to deal with Guardian of the Guild Pact? This deck needs something to deal with Guardian of the Guild Pact. They have Counterspell for our Pestilence, I feel like. Maybe we'll draw a second one here. I'll feel a little bit more comfortable casting it. There's a Jotty Offshoot. Let's play Jotty Offshoot, and then they might counter it, and we'll just play Pestilence. Agony Warp Splash Blue. Okay. They didn't counter it. They know the Pestilence is coming. What do they have? Do they have Counterspell? Do they have just straight up Counterspell? Does this deck just run straight up Counterspell? It might. What do we trade Thorn of the Black Rose for here? We wanted to trade for Seeker of the Way, so we definitely want to attack with both of them. I don't think we can beat... Like, I think they have this, so they're just gonna draw 1,000 counterspells anyway. So we'll just have to chance it. I don't know what this list is doing. They probably have a counterspell. They don't have a counterspell. Okay, all right. Couple Pestilence triggers aren't gonna go astray here next turn, team. One Pestilence trigger would have been pretty gas, but they're gonna draw a card. Drawing tons of cards. We're sort of on the mill plan here. I'm just going to straight F6 for their turn. I kind of like that they're running their cantrips out on their turn as well. Or, yeah, on their turn. The crappy thing about our board and Pestilence is that we can't activate it more than 3 times. I will absolutely activate it just enough times to... Oh, come on. Oh, I guess they just brainstormed. That makes sense. And they have another brainstorm to make the Seeker of the Way enormous. Here comes Seeker. And Guardian. Okay, and the Aberration. I guess they don't want to try to protect Seeker anymore, or maybe they're going to trade it for a Thorn and then cast another one. Recognizing that our Gladeheart is pretty good. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they run Hindering Light. Maybe we should splash blue for Agony Warp. Maybe every deck is playing Guardian of the Guild Pacts tonight. Since when was this card super meta? We don't have any more edicts. We're super dead, guys. We're playing the deck that likely has 4 main deck Guardian of the Guild Pacts. Oh, God. The good news is... No, there's no good news. I'm JK. Okay, this will come off suspend, gain us a bunch of life. Here comes Search for Tomorrow. Cast it, gain about 1,000 life. We will get a Swamp. All the triggers. Probably should yield to these. Our opponent has not yielded to them yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to activate Pestilence twice. I might do it on their combat step, depending on what they attack with. Crap! I always yesed, or I didn't always yes first. There's a Pestilence, and we have Pulse Marasa in hand too, so it's almost like I want to activate twice, Pulse on their end step for one of our creatures, probably a Thorn, and then give them the turn back. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Pestilence once. We have a second one in hand too, so I don't even mind losing it here. And we're not doing anything with our creatures anyway. So let's attack now for some reason. So if we attack, we can get Monarch back. So let's attack. Oh god, I played that so badly. If we attack like this now, we lose Thorn, which we don't want to do. So we'll just pass. I guess there wasn't really any way to do that and keep our Thorn around. So we'll just Pestilence again before they get any chance to protect their board. And we will pass it back to them, all of their Guardians active. Hope we draw some creature spells. I'm going to gain some more life with Pulse Marasa. Maybe we can just kill them with Pestilence. I don't know. Who knows indeed. I know we can pressure their Seekers pretty good on their end steps and on our turn. They're going to have to win this with Guardians somehow, which is feasible. But we gain a ton of life. Like, I could see them decking themselves first, considering the life totals. Here come the Guardians. Yep. Guardian me. Thing is, though, if they have any counterspells in their deck, they're sure going to find them. There is Jizzian Thief. That's pretty bad for us. Okay. So I'm going to pulse back Gladeheart here. Actually, I might pulse back. Yeah, I'm just going to pulse back Gladeheart here. Well, it makes the second Pestilence in our hand a lot worse. But we're going to have to activate 3 times next turn anyway, and I think the life gain is important enough. So let's do that. Try to grab Gladeheart, see if they have any counterspells they want to play here. They draw a card. We're going to get the turn back. We're going to have to activate this puppy 3 times. There's a Territorial Baloth. That could turn it around. Activate. So I think I'm going to activate this 3 times, play out Gladeheart. I wonder how many of these they have, though. Okay, so let's activate a bunch of times. 1. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think that's good. No, because this line doesn't work if I don't activate all 3 times here. Probably should have thought through that a little bit closer. A little bit more clearly. I think I'm going to play Baloth here, actually. So let's try to run Baloth out. See if they have a counterspell. And then that way we can activate Pestilence a bunch of times. If they, hey, Taz, what's up? Just made a super weak play with Pestilence. And I'm going to have 6. We'll pretend that I was playing for time. You're alive after all that lack of sleep. Oh my goodness. They do have counterspells, it seems. So they will counter. That's pretty bad for us. We will see if they want to trade Jizzian Thief for Thorn of the Black Rose. Finished math homework just now with the help of the Discord people. Oh, nice, man. Nice. There's a Celestial Flare. Oh my goodness. Geez, when you let a deck draw all of its cards, they sure have a lot of cards in their hand, huh? 2:15 a.m. Yeah, that's not the best time to finish math homework. That was probably the worst way that turn could have gone. We'll go to blocks. They're going to storm off and kill our Jotty offshoot here, I assume. Nope. Nope, not too concerned with that. And there's a land. And they draw another card. Gonna have to play a lot faster. So let's Pestilence 3 times. 1, 2, 2, 3. Try to get rid of that Jizzian Thief there. We do. We'll play Gladeheart, or try to play Gladeheart. I'm assuming they have a counterspell of some sort. What do we see there? Just straight up counterspell? Yeah. I'm assuming they have another counterspell. And we will play a land, gain a couple life. Try to always yes this, even though Moto doesn't want us to, and we'll pass the turn. I already got help from the people in the Discord, but thanks for offering. Yeah, man, the 3 toughness butts versus the Grazing Gladeheart deck. Not looking super good for us. Just I can't beat Guardians of the Guild Pact like this. I guess a couple of edicts, a couple of well-placed edicts, if we find them, would be good. But our opponent just like pretty much has their whole deck in their hand. Let's cycle this. We don't need it anymore. Opponent definitely has a counterspell up. There's Guardian Idol. I don't know if they counter that or not. But I will play it and try to take out this Jezian Thief again. If we try to take out Jezian Thief, we're just dead, though. So let's try to sneak a Guardian Idol out. Pass the turn. I should probably have scooped before I even showed them Guardian Idol. This deck is bananas. I can't believe the Guardian of the Guild packs, man. They're so good against us. There's a counterspell. I think I might just scoop it up. We're pretty dead here. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop. I don't see any way for us to win. You're getting your PhD in statistics? That's super cool. Congratulations. Okay, so let's bring in Duresses. Bring in Wrench Mines. Spell Bombs don't seem like something we want to be doing. Doomblades don't kill anything that we care about. I guess they kill Seeker of the Way. Actually, Doomblades kill a lot of the stuff we care about. Chainer's Edict is probably fine too. We probably just want to go up on a ton of removals. So let's bring in our Doomblades. I think the Thorns are just going to straight come out. Like, they just have an unblockable creature. They're always going to be the Monarch when they want to be. I'm probably going to trim on Vials here because we don't really care about them getting the Monarch. I'll trim 1 Fortuitous Find. I think 1 is enough to maybe get value off of these cards if they end up getting swept away somehow. Leave in all of our landfall stuff and submit like that, and hopefully we do really well. Oh god, we would run into a bunch of Guardian of the Guild pack decks tonight though, huh? Ugh. Okay. Alright, come on. Good feels, good emotions, everybody. Good emotions. Turn 1 Jotty Offshoot, keep it. Pestilence, got a Fortuitous Find that probably won't do anything, but whatever. Jotty Offshoot, go. They're pretty good at gaining life too. I don't necessarily know how badly you want to be the life gain deck against this deck. I think I'm going to Guardian Idol here, because if I just fetch black next turn, I'll have Pestilence online. So I'm going to Guardian Idol. Pass the turn. Or if I draw untap Black Source, that is. Oh, you know what? I could have Pestilence online anyway. There's Seeker of the Way. All right. And there's another Pestilence. So let's go fetch a Black Source. I think I might see if they want to trade Guardian Idol with their Seeker here. What could they have? They can't have anything. They could have like Prismatic Strands, but you know what? Guardian Idol blocks Guardian of the Guild Pact. So maybe, yeah, let's fire it up. We have the Fortuitous Find anyway. So let's fire up Guardian. Go to combat. Attack with Guardian and pass the turn. I like Guardian Idol a lot in this deck. It does some really cool things. Hopefully I can showcase that. Like I explained in the deck tech, I don't really, you know what? I kind of want them to do some friggin' around with this right now. Like the more cantrips they have out of their hand, the better. But then they can just play Guardian of the Guild Pact and we don't have Jotty Offshoot anymore. I think I might just block though. Because what 1-drop do they play that we care about? Not a whole lot. Probably enough. Yeah, I'm gonna block. I kind of want them to spend their resources. I think that's important, and I think getting them to spend their resources on their turn. Oh, they're just gaining the life. Okay. Oh no, they don't get the lifelink unless they play the spell. Right. Tap out. There comes Jezian Thief. We will sack this. Get a Black Source. Gain some life. Always yield this. And we're going to pass back to them, land a Pestilence next turn. All right, so I'm going to play Offshoot, play Radiant Fountain, bunch of triggers, play a Pestilence, and go ahead, opponent. So now we're going to start pressuring the Seeker of the Way every turn with these swamps. We can Fortuitous Find back a Jotty Offshoot if we have to at some point. They're going to Journey, which is fine. Some Prowess triggers, yep. I'm going to block the Jezian Thief, no doubt. We can't kill it next turn necessarily, but no point not to block a Jezian Thief. They're going to nab the Offshoot. See what they do. See if they want to play some more resources out. Because if they do something to kill our offshoot, we can kill their Seeker next turn and still fire this up to save our board. Okay. They play an Evolving Wilds. We find an Edge of Autumn. If you control 4 or fewer lands, search your library for a land tapped. Okay. All right. So we do want to find black mana with that this turn. So I think we're going to pressure them with Pestilence on our end step. We're going to activate this twice to see if they want to play anything. That makes Jezzy Thief easier to block next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and Edge of Autumn here. Go find another black source. Get some life gain. Go to our end step and we will Pestilence twice to see if they want to spend their pump spells. I should probably tap first too. And there goes Seeker of the Way. They didn't want to spend any of their pump spells. That kind of sucks. But, you know, that's just the way it is. So we can wipe their board with Pestilence and activate Guardian Idol exactly once. We still have to find another land if we want to save our Pestilence with it, but we have another Pestilence in hand. At this point, they're going to have to start trading resources into our Jotty offshoot, or... there's a Guardian. Okay. So much for trading resources and or losing our Guardian Idol. Jezzy Thief not even going to try. Sure. There's a search for tomorrow, so I think we're going to search for tomorrow for a black source. Go get a black source. Untapped. And 1, 2, 3. Pestilence 3 times. Get rid of that Jezzy Thief. And remorsefully start taking 2 off of this Guardian. But then we can just hit for 2 again, and their life total is lower than ours, so they're going to ponder. Here comes Tass's laptop tech. How's everything looking, sounding tonight, by the way, guys? You guys enjoying it? Here comes the Guardian. Not really respecting our Guardian over here. What you gonna play? Thraben Inspector, yep. Yep. And a Tranquil Cove. So there's a Rot Farm. Let's Pestilence twice. Pestilence. Pestilence. Fire up Idol. And they don't have a Celestial Flare up or anything here. I'm just going to bounce this Radiant Fountain 2 to get F6 value. And yeah, and get in with Idol. Pass it on over to them. We're almost to the point where we're just going to fortuitous find back this Jotty offshoot if we don't find anything else to do. Just to get us ahead far enough on life. They're going to draw a card far enough in life. Did you guys notice? I said that a bunch of my deck tech, but it's kind of funny. It's like you're so far ahead in life. Like your life is so much better, but that's not true. How much Pauper do you normally play? So I started playing Pauper, just practicing Pauper in the tournament practice rooms and the just for fun rooms quite a little while ago. Probably about 3 years now. It'll be 3 years as soon as we get through the winter here. And after that, oh nice, we don't even have to fortuitous find another one back. And after that, I started brewing decks with new cards just to have a good time, just to have some fun and do some interesting stuff. And then you know what? Maybe I can Pestilence at the end of their turn here. And then I realized that, I'm brewing with weird cards. Maybe there's something out there for it. I was always looking for Pauper content. There were some people that were really great, like Pauper MTG doing that kind of thing. Alex Allman was always posting really cool janky deck lists. Oh, there's a Celestial Flare. Okay, so let's make sure we did an F6. Yep, sacrifice Guardian Idol. We will fortuitous find. Hopefully they don't have Counterspell here. That would kind of suck. Go like this. They might have Counterspell here. And yeah, and then okay, Kirk, have a good night, man. Have a great sleep. So anyway, so I realized that maybe there is a market out there. People wanted to watch that kind of thing. There's the Counterspell. Okay, sure. Counterspell I won't have to deal with later at the very least. Trying to win with Pestilence here, team. Our clock is as theirs. But anyway, yeah, so I thought there might be a market for people that wanted to watch weird stuff. Pauper Ponderings is another channel that does that kind of stuff. I know there's a few more out there. I'm definitely forgetting them. I know Pauper Fox was doing that kind of stuff. But anyway, I thought, you know, like, at the time I was consuming just a buttload of content, and I figured, why not just consume even more and make my own content? And that's what I started doing. I never expected it to be successful. I still don't expect it to be like a massive success or anything like that, but it's been a buttload of fun in the meantime. They're dead at their end step. That's pretty sweet. Still got 11 minutes on board. But what do you think? What do you think, Walisa? Am I showing off my Pauper skill effectively? Do you think? Is it pop enough? Have we pop and locked? They don't have any burn spells, do they? Prismatic Strands would be bad. Is Prismatic Strands... I really like master sets for pushing cards down in rarity. Me too. It's just, for me, it's just another one of those things, right? It's just another set that we can kind of take advantage of. Okay, they're going to take the Jotty Offshoot. I don't think they have any way to damage us at instant speed, so I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. If they do have a way to damage us at instant speed, I am going to be so butthurt. They scoop it up. Okay. Yeah, the master sets are awesome. And they've done a ton of things. Like Alex Ullman I mentioned earlier. I'm sure if you give some of his content a gander, you'll see all kinds of that sort of thing. He talks about the master sets and what they do for Pauper, and how Burning Tree Emissary and cards like that, the Monarch cards that eventually got released, how they really changed the metagame. Sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit here. So what else do we want? Guardians, counterspells. I like watching Pauper in general. The format is always fun. I agree. I make decks that I absolutely want to be sure that they're fun. That's kind of the reason I'm in it. That's what I'm in it for. I think these Alchemist Vials are better than I'm giving them credit for. I might put Alchemist Vials in. Like, our Pestilence deals with all the creatures we care about. Like, Disfigured probably just doesn't even matter. I guess Disfigure on a Jezian Thief is pretty good. Disfigure Jezian Thief, activate Pestilence once. But that could be like a pretty big blowout. So I'm going to take these out, especially on the draw. They'll have untapped mana with their Jezian Thief, and I'm going to bring the Alchemist Vial back in. That'll fog those Guardians as good as we can. Okay, blue-white Prowess. What do you have for us? We might just mulligan into Oblivion again. Mind you, we won that match, but... I'm glad you like watching Pauper too. I like watching Pauper a lot. Pauper is hands down my favorite format. So this is Suspend Search for Tomorrow, turn to Guardian Idol, get the beats going. I'm going to keep it. Bladeheart will come down just in time to get the... No, it won't come down in time to get the Suspend trigger. F6, we got to play kind of fast here. So let's play our Forest, tap the Forest, Suspend Search for Tomorrow, and F6. Pretty glad to see Evolving Wilds here, because it might give us a chance to get this Guardian Idol down and start getting the beats going. I probably won't play it into Peregrine Drake. I probably won't play it into 2 open blue mana. Yeah, Peregrine Drake was pretty rough for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that weren't having a good time with Peregrine Drake. That's why I kept Disfigure in. Yeah, a lot of people were pretty upset about the old Peregrine Drake. We are going to get to resolve our Guardian Idol, which is sweet. I don't think they can race us. We have this Baloth too. Maybe we don't mind eating up counterspells in the early game, so I'm just going to play a Swamp, lay out Guardian Idol, pass the turn. I maybe should have Jungle Hollowed there. No, we can just get a Black Source with... You play Affinity and Fangren Tron'd. That's really cool. Those decks are insane. Those are... I've played Fangren Marauder in decks, none of which ended up being Tron'd, but... It was an awesome card. I felt like it was super powerful. I don't want to call it underrated. I don't know that the word underrated means anything, but I absolutely had a good time with Fangren Marauder when I played it. It was sweet. As for Affinity, I lose to Affinity a whole bunch. So maybe I'll see you someday and you'll just beat me into the earth. There's old Thraby Daddy. Pretty good against our Chainer's Edicts if we find them. Here comes a 3/3 Seeker. Good little clock going on there. We're going to cast our Search for Tomorrow. They're going to let us get our Gladeheart out here. They might recognize that... Ooh, Bojuka Bog, which doesn't do anything in this matchup. They might recognize that We can do another 2-mana thing if we want to, right? I don't think there's any other 2-mana thing we want to do. So I'm just going to tap like this. Oh my goodness, the rambles. The rambles. I'm going to play the tapped land here. Gain a bunch of life. I'm going to always yes first, and then always yield. But yeah, those decks are legit. Fangren Marauder is legit. See, we can start attacking for 4 now too, and we can attack through Thraben Inspector. Like, I feel pretty good about our clock, considering how much life we're going to gain over the next couple turns. We find a fetch land, pulse it back. If this dies, pulse it back. Their enchantment removal isn't super efficient with Seeker of the Way. Like, it's cool, it's neat, but... Ooh. Yeah, there's actually a lot of reasons to keep Disfigures in against this deck. Speaking of Disfigures. No instant speed white spells for our opponents, so they're just going to pass through. There's a Chainer's Edict. Huh. So with Chainer's Edict here, they sack Thraben Inspector. Just point blank. We attack with both of our creatures. What do they cast? And what do they kill with it? Do they trade any creatures if we attack with both? Apart from playing another 2-drop, if you wanted to, you could have played a 5-drop as well. Oh, you're right. And they don't have 2 blue mana untapped here, so I think I'm going to play a 5-drop. That's a great idea. So let's play our 5-drop. That can't be countered right now. And we will Bazooka Bog. This gives them a pretty good target for their counter spells, but that means we might be able to sneak through a Chainer's Edict or so. Yeah, Territorial Baloth attacking here would have been pretty sweet. I didn't see that. I just enjoy flinging ATOGs or playing Tron Lanes and Crushers. Thanks for the hot take, Cuthbert. I probably should have taken advantage of that advice when I could have. I'm gonna do some blocking here with Baloths and Gladehearts. I'll trade them off because that'll make our Chainer's Edicts better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Chainer's Edict, flashback Chainer's Edict next turn. So we basically just want to trade with one creature here and hope they tap their blue mana. They might not attack at all. They might just start getting conservative. Oh no, they're going to tap a bunch of stuff. Guardian. Okay, that's a pretty good reason to start holding our Chainer's Edicts. Because Guardian can block the Baloth real good. Wrenchmind, huh? That seems good. Y'all want to Wrenchmind here? Let's Wrenchmind. And probably make a land drop and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can just block it with Guardian, I guess. Let's Wrenchmind anyway. See what they're going to discard. Whole bunch of good stuff. Come on, discard all the good stuff. I might hold this Radiant Fountain and try to trade some stuff off. Ooh, they dropped a counterspell. Nice. So they probably have a counterspell in hand as well. How valuable is them sacking Thraben Inspector here? Like, not super valuable, right? I might attack with both. I might attack with both and then fire up Guardian Idol to trade with one of them next turn. I'm going to attack with both. Because if we can get any kind of trade here, we're feeling pretty good about it. Don't mind getting the damage in and getting ahead on that either. They're just going to take 4. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I didn't see that coming. Because we can't do anything about Guardian there. Okay, so we are going to pass. We'll pulse on the end of their turn. Hold this for Baloth next turn. All right, let's see what they want to do. And we want to leave up the Guardian Idol activation. Delver's still not flipping. Hello, come in, we are closed. We are not closed. We are Possibly Pauper playing this week. Thanks for using the macro. Nightbot needs the love. If you like flinging ATOGs, I sure like playing around it real good. See what they want to attack with. Everything. Okay. Does Celestial Flare make you counter or make you sack blockers? Okay, so let's fire up Guardian Idol. And go to blocks. Block Thraben Inspector. Because if we can force this trade, we're going to get real creatures with our Chainer's Edicts. So we kind of have to risk this. Celestial Flare? Sure. Okay, sure. Hopefully we can get a ton of damage in next turn. We will sacrifice Guardian Idol. No point tapping it for mana. That was probably a reason to play out Radiant Fountain there. Let's F6. Hello, hello, hello. We are playing the Pestilence deck against Mono Guardian of the Guild Pacts. Aha, okay, that makes this Chainer's Edict a lot better. Okay, so let's go ahead and Doomblade. Maybe we just want to try to block next turn. Right? And see what they play to see what we want to Doomblade, because they might make they might make the Chainer's Edicts worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to cast all of these spells, yeah, we're gonna want to cast all of these spells this turn. So let's Doomblade Thraben Inspector. Play a Radiant Fountain. Resolve your spells now before counter. Absolutely. Yeah, they pitched a counter earlier, so I have pretty good reason to believe that they have another counter. And I miscounted, but we're going to get in for 6 damage, or yeah, 6 here anyway. They'll probably sack Delver here. So yeah, let's swing the Life Race a little bit. Part of me kind of wishes we would draw one of those Fortuitous Finds, or like something like that. They didn't ponder last turn or anything, so Delver might not flip here. They run a lot of creatures. Oh, never lucky, never lucky. There's the Sunlance. Getting in for 5. We have a bit of life gain here. I wonder if they have a counterspell. They probably have a counterspell, right? There's Seeker of the Way. Alchemist Vial. Okay, Alchemist Vial can buy us some time. And Pulse. So maybe we want to try to pulse back our Grazing Glade Heart here and see if we can bait that counter out of their hand. And then we'll be able to put this Alchemist Vial down. Because I don't think... Yeah, they're going to flashback Chainer's Edict here in a sec, so... Or sorry, I'm going to try to flashback Chainer's Edict here in a sec, so let's try to flash this back first. Or let's try to Pulse Marasa, and we still have a play if this gets countered. Gain some life. Can they trade with our Baloth here, and would we like them to trade with our Baloth here? We kind of would, right? Because we're going to start gaining life again. And if they tap their resources... Oh, yeah. Maybe we should have done that. Yeah, so let's do that, because if they tap some of their mana here, we might be able to find a way to resolve another spell. They're not going to tap any other mana. Okay. So let's see if we can get them to counter this. Which I will happily put in front of a Seeker of the Way next turn. And then we can Fog a Guardian one turn with this. Hopefully we draw some more lands, which is like probably the weirdest thing I've ever said. 2 cards in hand. There's another guy to soak up an Edict. Pretty good, pretty good. They draw another card off Thraben Inspector. That was a really good draw for them. Pestilence would be sweet. We're a Pestilence deck, right? Sunlance is the guy. I forgot that they revealed the Sunlance off Delver. Right. Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, sure. Sure. Gain a buttload of life. No counters in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting them to sack Thraben Inspector doesn't do a whole lot here, so let's go dig in for a Pestilence, huh? We're a third of the way through our deck. We got 4 of them. Pumping up the Baloth. Another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. I think I'm going to attack with Baloth here and just fog one of their creatures next turn. I might fog Seeker of the Way. It has the most potential to be threatening. They're going to 10. And they'll go to 4 next turn. Puts us in a pretty commanding position. With 5 minutes on clock and just like mostly lands in our on the battlefield. It was just a land the whole time. It never was a counterspell. Okay, alright. So the beginning of their combat, we will... actually, I think I'll fog their Delver. No, I think I'm going to fog Seeker of the Way here. Fog Seeker... Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 5. We don't want them to gain a life off Seeker either. Ugh. This is tough, guys. This is tough. The Guardian of the Guild Pack decks are killing me here. We're pretty bad against them. Jezian Thief? Alright. There's another Alchemist Vial. It'll at least stop them from gaining life for a second. Draw a card. It's a Jotty Offshoot. Okay, so play Jotty Offshoot. It's another blocker too. Gain a little bit of life, pump up our Territorial Baloth, which is probably going to be blocking now. And we're going to pass the turn. Or maybe no, they just blocked Guardian. Okay, pass. We're going to fog this, block the Jezian Thief with the Baloth. Go to beginning of combat. Do this. Skin of our teeth here, team. Skin of our teeth. Oh, man. Father's Son time. That's deadly. All right, they're just going to get him with Delver, it looks like. Okay, so they're going to ping us for 3, hit us for 3. That's not a ping at all, by any means. That is a bona fide hit. Here we go to end step. Let's draw another land. Okay, we'll gain a little bit of life. I think we just need them to go less wide here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. We're at 5, so if they get in with 2, we have to Chainer's Edict here, or we're dead. And if they counter this Chainer's Edict, they win. Here comes Flashback Chainer's Edict. Gonna eat a Thraben Inspector. We'll play a land, gain some more life. Pump up the Baloth for no reason. And pass the turn. 4 minutes on clock. Not looking great. These games have been long, man. This is round 2 of the league. And we're just gonna F6 straight through here. Another Chainer's Edict would be nice. Even a Doomblade I could use. They're just going to get in with Delver. Pretty good clock for them here. If they have a counterspell or something like that, we are just 100 dead. Alchemist Vial, I mean, it's not nothing. It's another draw. With 3 life, another Alchemist Vial. Actually, Alchemist Vial is a pretty good draw here. So let's just keep tapping out our non-black mana. Because a Pestilence X2 here might be relevant. It's more life. Thins our deck. Leave up the mana to fog Delver, and I don't even think we're going to Fog Seeker next turn. Gain some more life, pump up the Baloth, and pass. We might have been able to sneak a win with Baloth in at some point if we held some ramp spells, but I don't see anything going there. 4H, that is. Oh yeah, it's been a night of kids. 4H Christmas party, feeding, playing Thomas Was Alone. I've never heard of Thomas Was Alone. Okay, we're at 4 here, right? So we're gonna have to block these 2 creatures anyway. Let's yeah, I think we're just gonna have to take some damage here. Hope we draw some gas. Here comes Guardian. Okay, we'll take 2. We can't fog both of those creatures. And we can't Pestilence effectively. I think this is probably just it. We should probably scoop. There's another Guardian. It has been the night of the Guardian of the guild packs. 1 turn too late, but what can we do? This is good enough. Good enough. Play Jungle Hollow, pass turn. We mulled to 4 last couple of rounds ago. Oh no, we won the game we mulled to 4. That was fine. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're trying to tilt us out. They're trying to tilt us out. No Delver deck would turn 1 Preordain into Jungle Hollow. They would play their Delver or their Spell Stutter Sprite or something like that. This is control. Let's get some value, team. Main deck Bazooka Bog is going to come in handy. There's a Pestilence. Control decks aren't super good against Pestilence either, if you can get it to stick. Another Snow-Covered. Delver, leaving 1 mana up. So, well, if it is Delver, we're not too bad against Delver either because of all the life gain. They're probably leaving a Vapor Snag here, but I'm going to play a Gladeheart. And if we can get them low enough on mana next turn, I'm going to start Search for Tomorrowing into... This could be Daze, too. But I'd rather resolve the Pestilence than a Gladeheart, so... Jesus, super normalized for gunshots. Yeah, it's just where I live, man. They're going to flip the Delver. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay if this is just Delver. Control's a little bit better against it. We got to get one of our big butts down, at the perfect time. Okay, this is Skred Delver. This could be exactly the Skred Delver list I played yesterday. Delver's going to get him for 3, sure. Not too worried about that life swing. And is this going to be leave up counterspell pass? All right, so let's try to run our Search for Tomorrow into a counterspell. And if this is Swirling Sandstorm version as well, do you want to counter it? Can't Spell Stutter it. Can't Spell Stutter a lot of stuff in our deck. We'll get our black mana. They must know that we got the tech. We'll always yes first. Always yield. and play another land. Yeah, we need a bunch of lands here before we can Fortuitous Find effectively enough to like get a creature back on board and stick our Pestilence. If they play like a they play a Spire Golem, that's ideal, but this deck doesn't run Spire Golems, so that's not gonna happen. The ideal doesn't exist. What do we want to happen? Not a lot of things. Not a lot of things. I guess we want them to overcommit and then stick a Pestilence. Yeah, they're unwieldy, these spells. I'm not gonna sack this yet. I feel like I'll have reasons to sack this at some point. So let's see what they've got. I guess I'm not really doing much else. We're gonna Skred the Gladeheart, sure. And pass a turn. Very much assuming counterspell. So we'll Pulse of Marasa at the end of their turn. And if they counter it, we'll probably still play Pestilence, or we might even just Fortuitous Find. So let's Bog, just to get more mana on the battlefield. So the Pestilence, the one time we do get to use it this game, is even better. And so we'll Pulse at the end of their turn, try to get rid of this blue mana. And go through to their turn. I could just Vial on their turn, I guess. We could Vial this and Pulse and get full value off of Fortuitous Find. So let's go doing this. Can't attack with your Delver. You okay with that? You're okay with that. They're just gonna pass. Okay, so let's Pulse of Marasa. Get back Grazing Gladeheart. Gonna counter it? Counter it. Do it. Do it. You don't know what my deck does. Sweet. Oh, there's another Gladeheart. Okay, so let's play... I might just want a Fortuitous Find here. No, I think we play Pestilence. 1, 2... I don't know though, right? I don't know. We gotta sneak it through somehow. So let's do that now. And then we can use it next turn to do the wiping. They don't have like Vapor Snag or anything to play around. So we'll do that, and then we can wipe the board with it and play a Grazing Gladeheart next turn. And so long as they don't have a follow-up Skred or Lightning Bolt, we'll be okay. They only have 4 hard removal spells in their deck. They do have more counter spells, I guess. But we'll try to run a Fortuitous Find into that first. Because if they let us if we get Fortuitous Find off, I'm pretty happy about that too. We get our Alchemist Vial back. Here comes Delver. Huzzah indeed, we found the Pestilence. Okay, so they're gonna leave a bunch of mana up, to be expected. Let's try to Fortuitous Find. Return target artifact and target creature card. Oh, there's another Pestilence too. Okay, so I'm gonna leave up enough mana to wipe anyway. So let's go Alchemist Vial, Grazing Gladeheart, tap 3. 1, 2, 3. See if they want to let us get that stuff back. They may not. I will certainly take your next counter. Nice, okay. So now we're just really counting on the removal spell being bad. We can't do anything to force their hand on the end of theirs. So let's actually resolve a Fortuitous Find here, because we don't want to leave that blue mana up anyway. Or we don't want to leave the Pestilence activations up anyway. So let's actually get our stuff back. Pass the turn. And then next turn, we can Pestilence twice and try to force through. Try to keep a Grazing Gladeheart on the battlefield. Here comes a good old Delver. Coming through. 3 damage. Yep. See what they want to play here. Nothing. Ooh. Okay, so we can Pestilence X2. So 1, 2, Pestilence. Pestilence. Grazing Gladeheart. They're gonna have to have a buttload of stuff to make this work out. And let's try to Jotty Offshoot. I guess if they have Counterspell, Removal Spell, like what can we do? Nothing, right? If they have Counterspell Skred, they've got Counterspell Skred, and we lose our Pestilence. We have another one in hand, plus a creature follow-up. There's Spell Stutter for our Jotty Offshoot. So let's see if they have. Let's see if they have removal spell for... Oh, it doesn't matter if they have removal spell for this now. So they're going to counter Offshoot. We're going to get to keep our Pestilence. They've only got a Spell Stutter on the battlefield. I would have started with Jotty. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You are right. That's a really good point. That was a misplay. I have to keep that in mind. Rough. So is this exclude? Do they have exclude in hand? Oh no, ninja. Sure. The ninja. Okay. Alright. Gonna have to do some fancy footing here to survive this one, I think. We're gonna pest away the ninja anyway. There's Thorn. So if we pestilence away the ninja, play Thorn of the Black Rose. Yeah, I think that's just what we're doing. 1, 2, pestilence. And pestilence. Thorn of the Black Rose. Get the monarch, pass the turn, draw a bunch of removal. All right, okay, guys, we're doing it. We're doing it, guys. We are doing it. Let's draw another card. We're tapped out. They know that they can pretty much do whatever they want next turn. No 1-mana flash creatures here for us to worry about. Let's remember that spell stutter in their hand. I guess it doesn't really matter because of pestilence. They're gonna gush. I don't know what they're looking for. Stuff, I guess. We gotta be wary of that red mana on their turn. They're gonna brainstorm even. Truthfully, they probably wouldn't have even cast spell stutter. Yeah. That's true. We would have kept our pestilence either way, and I guess we would have been up a Jotty offshoot, and then they could have cast that spell stutter to steal the monarch from us, but that's like the psychic play. Rot Farm, Gladeheart feels pretty good. Second pestilence in hand. Opponent's got 10 cards in hand. I know, end of turn gush and end of turn brainstorm. Somebody's rolling over in the grave right now. There's an augur. Okay, sure. So we can still pestilence X3. I don't know if we even want to though. We don't really care about attacking. Yeah. Hit the advantage lottery. What do they reveal? Gush. Okay. You may have your gushes. Are they going to do it again? And there's Preordain. Certainly not attacking in any augurs here. I'm just going to win with 2 pestilence activations a turn. I'm going to try to. And if we find our stompy creature, whatever his name is, then I think we're in pretty good shape. There's another Thorn. That could be a good enough reason just to pestilence 3 times here. See if they want to trade pestilence a few times, play another Thorn. Maybe they'll commit. Like we'll maybe it's just Alchemist Vial. This is weird. I want to get Gladeheart down too. I'm going to play Alchemist Vial for sure. I can't see us needing more than the 3 activations here. It's not doing too bad. There's been a little bit of screw and a little bit of flood. But it's been really interesting so far, honestly. Maybe we don't want to tap out of that mana. Let's play another Alchemist Vial draw card. Drawn pretty much a million cards. There's an untapped land, so let's just play our tap land that is net 0 for cards in hand. Pass it over with a bunch of black mana. Draw a Disfigure. So let's just take care of this augur right now, I think. Yeah. What else could we have Disfigure for? They don't have Spire Golems. I think, yeah. So I think this is about as good as Disfigure's gonna get. They might flash in a flying creature to steal the monarch at some point, but we already have the backup Thorn. Let's just do this now. I think that puts them pretty far behind. They don't have any kind of blocker that can deal with our Pestilence. So let's Disfigure, Pestilence once, pass the turn. All right, what do you got? Another removal spell for our Thorn. Gonna get tricky here. We'll just play another Pestilence. Yeah. There's a Fairy Miscreant. Yep. Fairy Miscreant. They're gonna draw a card. Yep. Sure will. And I feel like you should remove it on our... If you're gonna remove Thorn, they would do it on our end step, right? And so they obviously don't have black removal spell here. Okay, so part of me just wants to start saving land drops. I am going to Pestilence once. No reason not to here. Pestilence once. Get in with Thorn. And just take our time and win our game just like this. We have another Pestilence in hand. I don't know if we need to bog them yet. Yeah, okay, let's pass. We have all the Pestilence activations we could ever want. Gain some life. The deck's faring pretty good. You think I should have played the tap land there? You're probably right. Oh, I'm at 5, huh? Oh my god, they could have 2 Thunderbolts, huh? Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about the Thunderbolts! Or the Lightning Bolts. Oh no. I didn't even think of that. I just wanted to take it slow. Oh god, double bolts, no. Do they have it? They probably have it. God, that was so stupid. Oh, when you play super conservatively and it friggin' burns you. Oh, literally burns you. I'm so mad. Oh, we shouldn't have been able to lose that game. Okay, all right. Okay, don't tilt out too hard. So wrench mines don't really do much here. Probably want doom blades. Oh man, the tilt. That was tough. That was tough. Oh, if I only looked up a moment earlier. Oh god. Sorry for the punt, team. Sorry for the punt. Oh god. Oof. So Thorn, if we can get our control thing going on, Thorn's probably pretty good. We want fortuitous finds. They're good against counter spells. Maybe we go down to the disfigures, because the only creature that disfigures hitting that we care about is Augur or Bolos, and we can eventually kind of get around that with our Pestilence. So maybe we take the disfigures out. Bring in the Doom Blades. And just don't play like a dummy. Do we play Wrenchbind? Like, Wrenchbind will trade for a counter almost every day, right? Like, maybe you go down Fortuitous Find and an Alchemist Vial for Wrenchbind. But I feel like the less Alchemist Vial we have, the less Alchemist Vials we have, the less good... Oh my god, I can't believe I let myself dead to double bolt. I played that deck last night. Oh, that is so stupid. Ugh! You trim Edict instead of Disfigure? Yeah, because it might just get a fairy. You're right. Okay. I do believe you. I do believe you. I don't know if Wrenchmind is worth it. I don't really know if I want Wrenchminds here. That might just be the worst call. Having Wrenchminds in. And play on their turn, yeah. Good idea, good idea, good idea. Yeah. I don't think Duress gets anything that we want it to. It might get removal spells that we care about. It might get lightning bolts. Okay, let's submit. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention to my life total. I got way too confident there, guys. Which is not a problem I generally have. Double Jotty Offshoot, fetch land, Guardian Idol, turn the clock on. It's neat. Before they can even start spell stuttering offshoots too, which is sweet. Okay, so play a land, play Jotty Offshoot, pass turn. Oh god, I could have had that. We could have been looking so good against Skred Delver. They'll bolt the offshoot straight away. Well, better at the offshoots than at our faces, huh, team? So let's Evolving Wilds, get a trigger on our offshoot, and pass turn. And we will go looking for some of our first black mana. Disfigure in hand now. Sack this, go get black. Disfigure doesn't do much against an Augur, but an Augur doesn't do much against a Jotty Offshoot, so... I guess it does with a Guardian Idol in some ways, but... There comes a Brainstorm, so they're going to be flipping whatever Delvers they feel like. So let's Guardian Idol. And maybe it's Search for Tomorrow, fetch land, find a Disfigure, because Guardian Idol doesn't do much except for ramp us here. But I think we want to resolve a threat while we can. That'll keep them from doing the tap out game. And let's play our colored mana here, because we might colored tap mana. Well, I guess it's all colored tap mana, but our non-fetch mana, because we might find a landfall creature that we want to take advantage of. Here's a snow-covered island. We'll have 6. They will let us go. There's Edge of Autumn. Let's see if they have any reason to counter an Edge of Autumn. I'm almost okay with them doing that. Will you counter it? Do you like countering Edge of Autumns? Huh? Do you? Do you? Gonna be a good little bit of life gain there. Isn't it? We'll have this fetch too. Alright, they let it go. They have more important things to do with their blue mana. We will play an Evolving Wilds. I guess Disfigure is kind of bad against Spell Stutter, but Pestilence should be really good against Spell Stutter. So let's draw some Pestilences, huh? Oh, I threw that last game away. I absolutely threw that last game away. Passing the turn. Go looking with an Evolving Wilds. Get black mana. And Jotty Offshoot will gain us some life. We find a Bajuka Bog. I don't have any reason to fire up this Guardian Idol. Let's just search for tomorrow. Keep thinning. Get some black mana. Can't counter that. Leave up Guardian Idol on the off chance to get frisky with this Augur. I guess we could attack into it and then disfigure it. But I feel like it's pretty good against their deck and Pestilence in general, so I think I'm just going to let it go. We don't need a buttload of black mana. Like, we have as much black mana as we need, so I'm going to hold the Bajuka Bog for now. They're thinking about it. What are they thinking about? Skred in our... thinking about getting frisky with the Augur? I can believe it. There's an Evolving Wilds. And a Fairy Miscreant. And will they go to attacks with Augur? Nope. Yeah, it seems needlessly aggressive. They were thinking about countering Edge. Oh yeah, totally. They definitely were. Well, there's a fortuitous find. So maybe we get them to counter this Disfigure, or like kill our Guardian Idol, and then sneak through. No, that's stupid. There's no point in doing that. Just trying to get full value off Fortuitous Find, I guess. Maybe they'll double block it? Oh my god, that's way too ideal here though, right? I guess it can't go super badly. Like, we'll get a removal spell out of their hand. I think I'm going to try it. Maybe not though. It could go really well for us anyway. Oh, okay, it just passes straight through my combat because I didn't fire up my... I didn't fire up my Guardian Idol in the beginning of combat. Task, you're back. Laptop time. Glad you finished your homework. Hope that's the goodness. All right, go ahead, opponent. What do you got now? What do you got now? Evolving Wild, sure. Go get some more red mana. In the hands of an experienced Pestilence player, I'm sure this deck could be competitive. That we almost did something there last game. And before that, we ran into a bunch of Guardian decks. It's excuses, but I think last game was my first really big punt. You just like, you shouldn't let yourself go down to 5 life against a Lightning Bolt deck. Yeah, welcome back, Tess. Welcome back. Here come that Fairy Miscreant. Yep, sure, we'll take one. Maybe they will... No ninjas. Okay. There we go. There's a Gladeheart. So let's see if they want to counter a Gladeheart. Probably do. Nope, not countering the Gladeheart. I'll get the Bajuka Bog in now. Target them. Well, I'm just wildly clicking triggers. Target them. Okay, and always yield this. Always yes, always yield. 14 minutes on the clock, taking about a jillion years. Pass the turn. See if they got any wise things to do here. Skred our Gladeheart, probably. What you gonna do? Brainstorm. We have, I'm just gonna have 6. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here at all, but regret my misplay in the last game. Just do a little self-loathing, just a little bit, just a baby bit of self-loathing about the misplays. Okay, let's see if they want to tap any mana at all. We can take our time too. Get all the time in the world, Delver. I think. Eventually they're going to find enough blue mana that there's Stormbound Geist. Okay, I think I have to try to disfigure that at the end of their turn. And there's really no point in that either though, right? So maybe we try to disfigure the Miscreant? No, let's just pass. Fortuitous Find. Okay, I have enough reasons to just chuck away some creatures here. Okay, so let's fire up the Guardian Idol. Go to combat. Attack with the crew. See if we can get some resources moving. Gonna block like that. Okay, so we will disfigure Augur Boss. And what is your response? Do you have responses? Are you responsible? They will Skred the Gladeheart. Okay, sure. That gets disfigured. We traded a disfigure for a Skred, which isn't a huge problem. And we'll just pass to them. Are they going to Spell Stutter just to turn the clock up? Maybe. I'm gonna have 6. Here comes the Flyers. Sure. I hope we can sneak through Pestilence soon. The Enraged Green creature. No, I didn't. Oh my goodness, that would have been so good. Oh man, yeah, that's an awesome idea. Let's go for Gladeheart. Or wait, maybe we should attack with Guardian Idol first? I guess there's no point to attack with Guardian Idol first. Okay, let's try to get back our Gladeheart. 1, 2, 3. Will you counter Fortuitous Find? How fortuitous do you find this spell? Opponent. They might just counter the Gladeheart. Try to cast Gladeheart and they'll counter it. Gonna land, hold some lands in the hand here. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about countering the Fortuitous Find. They're gonna let it go. We get back the Gladeheart. Let's try to resolve it. It resolves. Play a land. Get some triggers. Gain some life. And oh, I always yesed it already. Okay, yield. Go ahead. It's your turn. So we can start attacking with both creatures again if they go all in. They start alpha striking. Which I somewhat count on them doing. Okay, cool. Yep. 26. You got it. What are we having now? Another Augur. Okay, that's pretty bad. And what are we going to draw off the top? Nothing good, probably? This is looking pretty bad. Thorn does nothing here. Thorn draws us one more card, and then they get to draw another card every turn, which is a lot better for them than it is for us. So we'll pass. Looking pretty bad. I really threw away that first game. I feel like we could be going to game 3 here. We could have been going to game 3 here. I didn't consider the Enraged Green creature. That's a really good idea. Honestly. It'd be sweet to go like Pestilence, activate a few times, and then Thorn of the Black Rose. Yep. You know I always want you to yield to that. It's not fair. Go ahead, opponent. I don't know that we'll get a lot of opportunities to resolve the Pestilence now. Like, the game has gone on long enough. Why would the end of turn? I guess you have enough islands out. And a Brainstorm. Gonna tuck those lands back in. I don't know why you tuck lands back in either, though. Oh, geez. I really had hope for this deck, man. God, I wish I could have showcased it a little bit better last game. But we have more matches. The night is long from over. We're just halfway through our adventure here tonight. There's a snow-covered island. Here come the flyers. Opponent has 3 blue mana untapped, which as far as I know, every time they do, the Gush Brainstorm end of turn. I know that's a pet peeve for some people. Okay, so let's search for tomorrow. Still got lots of basics in our deck. Go get some more black mana. Be happy if they counter this. Have no more fetchable black mana. That was a consideration for sure, having enough fetchable black mana. We're not really running into a problem with that right now, but, you know, that old chestnut. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they didn't have to. Like, I feel like if they had instant speed spells that they wanted to cast right at that moment, or they had a way of, like, getting ahead really far right there, then maybe it would be a good idea. They are pretty far ahead, I think. I believe they're pretty far ahead. They're a blue-red Delver deck with 7 cards in hand, 6 lands on the battlefield. And that's a deck that doesn't play a whole lot of lands. But we're keeping right up with their clock, beating it some turns. So there we go. Pass it back over to them. Just F6. Do a bit more F6ing. Ooh, mama. What do you got, Delver? More flyer beats. More flying beats beating us. They're gonna finally had enough of our life gain. I might run out this Territorial Baloth. This could be, they have a counterspell in hand for sure, right? They did all that gushing and brainstorming and preordaining. They haven't cast hard counter all game. But I can just fortuitous find it back like right away. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We can't necessarily fortuitous find and Baloth again, which would be ideal, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and then we only have 4 mana left. Yeah, maybe I didn't want to do that there. But I don't think there's any reason. Like, we could fortuitous find a Grazing Gladeheart back onto the battlefield, which they seem to not like very much. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. See if they want to counter it targeting Gladeheart. They might just counter the Gladeheart. They can just counter the Gladeheart. You're a little late. We're not really though. We're in round 3. We ran into Guardian of the Guild pack decks round 1 and 2, which we fared somewhat well against. There was some sketchiness going on, but nothing too serious. Hi Joe, ha, welcome back. How you doing tonight? And there's the other counterspell. Okay, cool. So it's 2 hard counters out of their hand. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, you're not super late on Rilix. We are currently 3 and 4, which I'm not super happy with. But hey, what can you do? I punted last game very badly. We had them on their backs pretty much, and threw her away. But yeah, that's it. Nothing you do. Well, there's stuff you can do. You can just play Magic better. Which would be highly advisable. Okay, there's just another land. So let's play a land, gain some life, pass turn. We're on the mill plan now. Opponent's only got 27 cards in library. So I have returned to confuse myself. Yes, the confusion. All right, so they're going to remove the Jotty offshoot with a bolt, which is nice. Little consolation prize. I'm wondering if they must have the other hard counter for Pestilence. There's a Doomblade, so I'm just going to pass the turn. We might drop Pestilence next turn. And I'm not afraid of them removing Guardian Idol anymore. Probably have to Doomblade this Delver if it flips. If and when it flips. Gonna give him a sec, though. Let's boot up Guardian Idol. See if they have any responses to that. Oh, they thought we were casting a spell and held up their counter spell. How clever. Here comes everything. We'll block Augur. And will you remove our Guardian Idol? I know you have spells that do that in your deck. Oh no, okay, so... You know what, though? Like, that's okay. That's okay. I'm more afraid of this Delver. That turns things around a lot faster. We can trade the Ninja with this Guardian next turn. As long as they don't remove it, I guess, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't even know if they have any more things to fetch. And there's another Augur. They're spewing their deck. Can't sleep, feel sick. Oh, bummer, man. Sorry you, Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad for a new brew. It's true, it's true. Yeah, having trouble navigating it myself. You get far enough in the deep, in the think tank, and you just start doing complex things. I know. I'm so pumped. I got 2 follows tonight. What is happening? That's crazy. I'm sorry I missed those follows, guys. I have my monitor plugged in here, but, okay, so let's try to Thorn here. I don't think it matters as much that they're going to get it next turn. We can just steal it back again, and if we can just get the Monarch, or sorry, if we can just get a Pestilence through, then I think we're doing pretty great. Yeah, I guess it is something to be proud of, but I was super confident in this one, seriously. And this can block their Augurs a little more efficiently as well. There's a Disfigure. Okay, so we will be Disfiguring and Dewblading on their turn, I assume. Are they going to flash anything in here? They're going to Gush on their end step again. 20 cards in their library. Delver will not flip. Come on. Delver will flip. Okay, so on the beginning of combat, we'll fire up Guardian Idol, and we're going to try to do some removing here. They're going to try to Skred the... Yep, you Skred. You do that. Okay, so we'll go to beginning of combat, fire up Guardian Idol, get it fired up. Oh, there was a black-green one? Okay, so you're going to bolt our Guardian. Yeah, that's cool. Sure. Got a couple of counterspells then, do you, opponent? They're going to go to attacks. So we'll do Disfigure and Doomblade, I think. So let's Disfigure this. See if they have any responses. We'll go to blocks. See if they want to flash in a Ninja. Doesn't seem like they do. We will Doomblade Ninja. Or make an attempt at Doomblading Ninja. Turn their clock down a little bit and buy us a little more time. Give them a few less resources. I guess they have them. They're going to have the Monarch now, but they only have 19 cards in their library. Was that the Deluxekoff deck? I was giving that some props there a little bit earlier. That is a sweet deck. That is totally a sweet deck. All right, so opponent is waiting for us to respond. Because I'm clicking like crazy. I'm kind of flaking out here, guys. It's tough playing these long matchups. I'm still not completely acclimatized to. Okay, let's try to bait out the counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you counter a Thorn of the Black Rose? They won't. Okay, we have to get this in. We have to get this in. 2, 3, 4. Come on, don't have it. Don't have hard counter, please. They've got it. Okay. We'll find more. We'll find more. Don't worry about it. We'll find more. Our extra draw for the turn was an Evolving Wilds. This will help us shut down these Augurs too. We might have taken care of all the removal spells. No, we didn't. They've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 7, which is, you know, somewhat relevant. Still have win conditions in our deck. That was the first Pestilence we ran into. Get in with just the Flyers for 3. Okay. You can get the Monarch back. You take 3 here. Come on, landfall creature. Pestilence. Stuff. Here comes Fairy Miscreant. They're building themselves up to the point where they can just spell Stutter Sprite and now they can spell Stutter Sprite or Pestilence. And every other card in our deck except for our Baloths. They can just kill us next turn, actually. Okay. Wonder if they took their sprites out. I don't know. It's looking pretty bad, though. 9 minutes on clock. Opponent's got some stuff. We drop a Jukebog. I am going to just Scoop it up. So there we go. You punt in a game and you don't get the chance to redeem yourself every time. But still, game 1 there felt really good to me. I feel like if I didn't just throw it away, we would have had it, but I threw it away. So later. This hand is... actually, we have a turn 1 search for tomorrow. We could get a turn 4 Baloth in. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. We're having fun tonight. Fortuitous Find has been a lot worse than I wanted it to be. Our opponent wished us luck, but they did not bid us any fun. No, I didn't. I don't know that so I didn't check in on the polls. Maybe I should have weighed in just as like just as a thing. Maybe I want a Guardian Idol next turn. I think I want a Guardian Idol next turn. So because I don't mind if this gets countered that much. And we'll still be on track. We can like suspend and search for tomorrow while we play our top lands. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play Jungle Hollow and pass. No, I didn't go to the polls because I figured like they probably won't come close to me anyway. I'm from St. John, New Brunswick. It's a little port town in southeastern Canada, excuse me. Bad at geography. It is Tron'd. It's in southeastern Canada, and it's in the Maritimes, is what it's called, or the Maritime Provinces. And yeah, just it's not that little, but we don't get a ton of recognition. Okay, so opponent can't condescend or anything here. We're gonna get a Guardian Idol out and start attacking. I think this is a bad matchup, guys. I hope we can pull through here. We're gonna have to play ultra fast. This is definitely Fogtron. But yeah, if I'll go find them. Like if any of you guys like have a particular place, they got a Toronto GP. Yeah, Toronto, and that's not too bad. I just got a car that can drive there, so that's sweet. I used to have one that was super bad that couldn't do that. Just recently I upgraded. Anyway, there's Jotty Offshoot. Play the Jotty Offshoot. Yeah, we had no 4-mana things to do there anyway. And we'll play our Golgari Rot Farm, pick up our Forest. We don't want to play the Fetch until we have the Baloth down, if we can help it. Pick up the Forest. Trigger the Jotty Offshoot. Suspend a search for tomorrow. Yeah, I could go to that GP, actually. Honestly, like, I'm not super competitive. Like, I think I would get wrecked. Like, I would have a lot of fun at a GP, and I've never gone to one, and I think I would love it. Like, I really do. I think that is one of those marquee events that I should be taking time out to go to. So that is probably something I'm going to try to do in the future, but I don't know if I play Pauper. I'd get destroyed. Nonetheless, I am super excited about them picking up some Pauper for those events. Oh man, maybe our opponent's going to check the deck list. Opponent gonna get the ghost? Opponent gonna get a ghost going on? Is there a ghost in here? Ooh, spoopy. Getting spooked, guys. Getting spooked. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, see, yeah, if I could just, like, I'm not spiky anyway, so I won't really care about the losses. Opponent gonna get Tron'd here anyway. Not really giving a frig about not getting Tron'd. Maybe they'll evoke a Muldrifter, look for a big fatty. Big old fatty. They know we can't really interact very well main board with our current cards. Left up Condescend to X2. So if they have Condescend, well, running Territorial Baloth out here isn't too bad. We have the Pulse. And we probably want to get it out of their hand. Although we can probably sneak it through a lot better next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can Edict here and then Pulse, but that doesn't do anything. Let's try to Baloth. I feel like getting it out of their hand now is good. Once they have a Jillion mana, it won't matter to them to leave up mana. And if we have Fortuitous Find mana, we can do all kinds of fun stuff. See if they want to Condescend. They probably will. Yeah, I can see myself going 3-4 and still having a really good time, honestly. Like, I'm not too worried about that. Here comes Condescend, X2. Yep. Like I said, they're going to have a Jillion mana soon. I'm not really going to be worried about it. And then they'll basically not have to leave any mana up. And we couldn't punish them there anyway. That way, this might sneak a Chainer's Edict through for us when it matters too. There's Thornwood Falls. Looks like opponent is still going to leave themselves on the control plan. No getting frisky with the Seagate Oracle. Okay, in that case, now that we have a bunch of mana, we probably want to start getting rid of counter spells if we can. So I think I'm going to run the Chainer's Edict out here. We have Disfigure too. That's some good little bit of assurance. So let's try to Chainer's Edict, get that clock turned on. And then if they counter this, they won't have any colored mana left. We can Pulse back our Territorial Bailoff. Which certainly isn't getting in by any means, but... yeah, I don't think they care about that. Maybe they'll get it on the backswing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so let's get in with Guardian. No, I don't know. The only thing we can remove... Yeah, I think we want to Pulse at the end of their turn. So I'm going to play it on Evolving Wilds. That way we can... No, maybe that was silly. Maybe, you know, one of these days we could Pulse back in Evolving Wilds, but anyway. Okay, so go through combat because we only have a defender. Pass to our opponent's turn. They're going to probably Impulse here, maybe. They're going to Forbidden Alchemy. Those two main deck Bazooka Bogs are going to come in handy, team. And all this Tron'd hate we have, too. I feel like this is one of the decks that's a bit greedier on its mana. I think this is like the 5-color version kind of thing. Essence Scatters, Shimmering Grottos. So I think our Land Destruction and our... I might even bring in Gleeful Sabotages. Like blow up their colored sources and their artifacts that make them colored mana. Maybe blowing up these lands wouldn't do anything. Looks like our opponent's still on the tap-out control plan. That's fine. So we will get a swamp, play the swamp, and turn comes back to us. Actually, no, we meant to pulse. So let's pulse. And then they'll have to counter on our turn at the very least. She'll have to black mana, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I would try out Putrid Leech. Yeah. So Putrid Leech was in the back of my mind, right? I was like, Jotty Offshoot, Putrid Leech. And they were so opposite that I thought they might not work. But now I'm seeing that like the synergy isn't trivial at all, right? Well, there's a Pestilence. Let's see if they want to counter this Bailoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Main deck exclude? Do you have it? They don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and pass. They must know about this Pestilence. And they might also have a Flame Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 mana lets us Chainer's Edict again, so that could be why they're holding back a fatty or something. We can get the first Mole Drifter. They also might have Dinrova Horror in hand, which would be pretty bad. But we're on the mill plan this second, so go ahead and get your shenanigans. Yeah, so Putrid Leech was definitely on my mind. Donner Stag Drafter. Can I call you Don? Donner Stag? What should I call you? Donner Stag? I can't do the whole name every time. It's not in my budget. Those 2 followers, guys, if you're out there, thank you so much. I don't have my notifications set up correctly, apparently, so yeah, so I really appreciate that. That is amazing of you. 2 colored mana. There is a bunch of colored mana now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana altogether. Yeah, I think Putrid Leech would have been pretty good. Absolutely. Okay, so I don't think they have the counterspell. Do you guys think they have the counterspell? Well, let's just keep running out Territorial Bailoffs and see if they do. Territorial Bailoff? Yeah, no, I am reconsidering. Oh, is this exclude? Bummer. Essence Scatter. Okay, sure. Go ahead. Thursday Drafter. Oh, Thursday Drafter. Okay, sure. And Donner, or what you can. I was just kidding about the budget thing. So what's Sylvan Bounty? I've never seen Sylvan Bounty. And I feel like I need all of my time here. So if anybody wants to explain a Sylvan Bounty to me, that would be awesome. Oh, opponent's not going to do any tapping out. Are they? Are they? Flashback. There's a Mnemonic Wall. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, Tron'd? Thursday Drafter is okay. Cool. Right on, Thursday Drafter. I will keep that in mind. Can't F6 because of the Disfigure in our hand. They're gonna pass. And we found an Evolving Wilds. So 1, 2, 3. Let's boot up Guardian Idol. Like this. And start getting in. Excuse the crazy cat noises. Start getting in with our Guardian Idol. I feel like they don't have hard counter right now. And I don't have, so I think I'm going to try to Fortuitous Find back the Baloth and just check them on the hard counter. And just leave up Disfigure again. I feel like opponent has a jillion counters, but we're pretty okay with taking our time. Okay, let us get the Baloth back, sure. I'm holding this for now. If we can get this Pestilence down against this deck, I feel like we're doing pretty good. I wish I knew how many counterspells they ran. Like, I really do. They're gonna do another Forbidden Alchemying? What was that? What was that? What just happened? Oh, they're on the Capsize plan, eh? Sure. Sure. This is gonna suck. Capsize with buyback? Yep. You got it. Capsizing with buyback. Hope you play fast, opponent. They take our Jungle Hollow. Okay. So what do you got now? Yeah, was he doing the Capsize buyback plan? Should have Oubliettes in the sideboard. Trollface, Kappaface. Kappaface in the chat for the Oubliettes in the sideboard. Capsize main phase. Okay. Got a lot of untapped mana over there, opponent. So God. Let's try to resolve a Thorn of the Black Rose, huh? Why don't we do that? Do you have another counter? Probably have another counter. Where is the counter? Do you care about that? Are you just going to play like Muldrifter next turn? Like Capsize another one of our lands, play Muldrifter. There's the Kappa. There's the Kappa for the Oubliette and the board. We're really going to do everything we can to line up a good Disfigure. Just a Condescend. Okay. That's okay. We can't pay one for Condescend, unfortunately. And yeah, scry away. Is the only way this deck wins by playing Condescends? Or sorry, by playing Capsizes? That's kind of interesting. Works pretty well with our landfall plan. Their last 5-0 with the Capsize deck. Okay. This person's last 5-0 with it? Oh dear. 2 Rolling Thunders, sure, okay. And it looks like they got a Rolling Thunder in hand. They're building up for a big old Thunder there now. Oh yeah, okay. We did it. What do we do, Tess? What do we do? Oh, I don't want to click on that. the screenshots pop up in here, and I don't know if YouTube's ready. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, nice. That's awesome, man. Sweet. Opponent is all in on the land destruction plan. Okay, so we don't have any way. Oh, well, there's another life gain creature. That'll be fun. And it attacks, so they gotta waste a little bit of time on it. So this is good enough against both of their plans. Let's just pass. Maybe I should have been attacking with Guardian Idol as much as I could here, but I don't know. I think our opponent's just gonna... YouTube is not ready. But that is awesome. That is awesome. You guys heard it here first. You're here to hear first, folks. CFB events now have Pauper. I'm gonna do some drifting. Don't worry about that. That's just my cat perpetuating the infinite suffering that is my life. Oh, God. I'll give him a sec. I'll let him get it out of his system. Well, they have a clock now. 1, 2, million and 2. Capsize with buyback. They're not going to capsize with buyback. Lock up your Ash Barons now. I don't have any Ash Barons. Jeez, guys. Chainer's Edict sure seems bad here, huh? Yeah, I think just playing fast is what I want to do here. So let's give them tasty capsize targets that aren't our lands. And gain a bunch of life, so it takes them even longer to... so it takes them even longer to kill us with Rolling Thunder. Okay. Try to get out of Pestilence. Tron'd is a filthy deck. Tron'd is our worst matchup. Like, tonight's been a little rough. Like, I feel like this deck isn't getting its... we're not showing its true colors. Like, we ran into 2 Guardian of the Guild pack decks. We ran into Tron'd here. I misplayed against Delver. I'll give, like, there was a game against Delver where I really messed up. But yeah, we've run into some bad matchups tonight. I think this deck can be better. We'll counter our Pestilence. Yep. We have a good amount of hate for it. I don't know if this particular version, I don't know if the land hate we have is good against this particular version. Neither is the graveyard hate. Like, it's just, I think we're going to bring in our discard for this one. Tron'd is triggering me. Don't get triggered. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to capsize ye old Gladeheart on our end step. We'll F6. Let them do what Tron'd does. Let them Tron. All right now, guys. All right now. Don't want to offend Burb, man. Take it easy on the Tron, everybody. When do they capsize the offshoot? Anytime now. Oh, they didn't capsize the Gladeheart. What happened to that? What happened to that? Did they like... Oh, they disfigured it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, taking 4 from the drifts. From the old drifters. Hey, no flash, no, I almost said flash mobs. No drift mobs here. No, what are they called? Flash mobs good enough. It's pretty descriptive. Okay, so can't cast anything with this mana, huh? So let's just Radiant Fountain. Gain a bunch more life. Make our opponent's life a living heck. Fast turn. Can't capsize this, can ya? Gonna have to capsize this first. We got a force in our hand. We will always have permanence, opponent. Don't you dare. Don't you dare remove my star card. Oh, they're gonna pulse back the Muldrifter. You know what that seems like to me? That seems like some shenanigans. So hopefully we hit Bajuka Bog. Bajuki Bog. Lined up pretty well here to draw it. 3 lands on the battlefield and all. Hey, you know what though? Our Edge of Autumn's always going to be online. 100% going to be online. Oh, you don't care about the Radiant Fountains no mo? Huh, okay. We're almost to that point where you got all our permanents off the battlefield. Achievement? Achievement 1? Yep. No lands no mo. Prophetic Prism. Opponent's tapped out. Got some nonsense here next turn. Yeah. Yeah, can't do anything there. So let's play Swamp. Let's figure a Muldrifter. Last turn. And we will discard, I don't know. Golgari Route Farm. Draws a land. Lots of live draws here. Just let our opponent shenan. Continue to shenan, opponent. You're gonna get our whole board this time. Achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Hello, YouTube. You should give a hello, YouTube, in the chat there. Flawless victory, I guess. More than flawless victory. Can you have more than 200% health or anything in Street Fighter? Because opponent is on the way here. I'm just gonna keep playing Jotty Offshoot. Look at us go with all our permanents. Why wouldn't you play Denrova Horror? Like, at least that way I feel worse when I lose. Tron'd, bouncing our stuff, validating my excuse about our sideboard plan. Yep, Muldrifter, gonna beat. Drift's gotta drift, right? Tokyo draw twos. Will you please just Rolling Thunder me to death? 5 out of 7, perfect score. I don't know, a little bit too much water for me. Way too much water. Look at the Guru lands. Like, ultimate tilt. Boing boing. Man, if we suspend a search for tomorrow, we are doing it. 1 + 1 + 1 = 7. It's perfect logic. Didn't you do a math assignment earlier? Are you okay? Did you hit your head? You know, Evolving Wilds is pretty sick tech against the Capsize. No, I actually think after Tron'd does this, I think the reason people play this deck is because after they win a game this way, like when we don't have any permanents on board, their opponent gets frozen in Carbonite like Han Solo. And then you just, from wherever you are, someone from WotC just comes and picks you up and ships you to them because they beat you with Capsize with 11 minutes on their clock. They finally took the Jotty offshoot. You're gonna need 10 of these Urza's Towers to Rolling Thunder us, opponent. My cats are going wild, guys. Sorry. You see any back there? Or are there any just like cats freaking out? We get the I don't even F. Why aren't I F6 right now? What is this? They're on 17 cards. Like, how do they plan to win this game? Here comes the Pulsamarasa. Yep. Just pass the turn, opponent. Just pass. Just go ahead and pass. Get hit. Ghostly Flicker. Draw some cards. What the hell just happened? I was F6'd. Did somebody see that? They pull something back there? Why aren't I F6 right now? Write that on my gravestone. One drops? I feel like this is a good matchup for us. Looking back on it, I feel like this is a good matchup for us. Oh yeah, you know, Jungle Hollow probably is more optimal there. Especially if this is what they feel like doing with their lives. Did they even attack with Muldrifters last turn? Where's the flawless victory, opponent? Just get it. Just get the friggin' flawless victory. Yeah, I'll start Radiant Fountaining. I like playing the Jotty offshoots so they feel like they have to Capsize it every turn. It takes them forever to tap their mana. Yeah. Oh no! Opponent's on the life gain plan too. You ever Tron so hard? Villain has a large ego. It's true. We're taking advantage of it right now. I mean, it does mean that we're gonna have to pull ahead somehow next game, but they're gonna get to see our whole deck. I'm gonna start pitching lands. Yeah. And Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds is Capsize tech, though. How bad do you need this perfect victory, opponent? You can probably Rolling Thunder us for 28. They probably could Rolling Thunder us to death roughly 100 years ago, actually. But they have to do it when we don't have any permanents on our board. You know what? Maybe they're trying to start a salt cartel. So they're going around capsizing everyone's boards and harvesting the salt. And then they'll have a monopoly on it. And then they'll find everybody else with like smaller amounts of salt and edge out the competition by corroboration. They might not have Rolling Thunder? Well, that's bad news for our opponent. He's gonna Thought Knot Sear me. Uh-oh. THOT not seer. THOT is one of those, like, thought, I guess, is one of those slangs that I never really got the hang of. Oh, what was that? Was that a Rolling Thunder? Oh, they couldn't Rolling Thunder us to death in one turn. Too bad. So it was for real. Oh, this is gonna suck for them. Oh, this card's plans. We're dead. Thought not seer. Was it you that said that earlier in the Discord? Maybe we shouldn't have shown them the main deck Bazooka Bogs. All right. You got 7 minutes on the clock. So I should really think about this because we might be able to win this game. Choking Sands is probably too slow. I mean, it's not though. So Choking Slams. Nihil Spellbomb isn't as good as I thought it was. But maybe we want like Nihil Spellbombs and Duresses. Probably our best. I have all these cards for Tron'd. So drawing an extra card a turn is probably worse for us. If we can land this early, we can find more of our sideboard cards though, so I don't think we want to cut that. The life gain is probably fine. Disfigure hits Mull Drifters, they're just going to pulse them back. Alchemist Vial doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to shave one Rose. No Alchemist Vial, so we'll shave a couple Fortuitous Finds. And hopefully this like heavily tech sideboard just delivers the haymakers. If I could go back, I would not have Fortuitous Finds probably, but I would have Guardian Idols, and I'd find some other way to like leverage the card advantage artifact synergies. I think that's what I would change. Yeah, so let's play smart and win this game on time. That was game one. My stream's supposed to be over in 8 minutes. This is like round 4. But I'm not stopping. We are finishing this league. The health of the series depends on it. We would like to play first. Yes. If YouTube won't let me upload an 8-hour-long stream video, I'll just tell them that I ran into Capsize Tron'd. I'll tell them that Kenji did it. It's Kenji's fault. And then they'll let me upload it. It'll be fine. Oh my, Tron'd. You're really giving the bad beats to Tron'd in there, huh? Ooh, boy, do I ever want a black mana right now. But I think I'm still just going to play Guardian Idol and ramp our way into a Territorial Bailoff, I guess. We're going to get black mana next turn, so I guess we can Duress and play an Alchemist Vial to draw a card. Draw a card first, if that's relevant. Opponent's going to have Tron'd, because Tron'd just has Tron'd. That's what Tron'd does, is has Tron'd. That's how you play Tron'd, is by having... Yeah. How's it feel? How does it feel? Not one, like, Ancient Stirrings or, like, any cards like that. Well, I guess I have Expedition Map, but still. They're not even trying over there. They're Tron'ing. Search for Tomorrow coming off suspend. Let's get a peep at that hand, shall we? Black mana. We draw a Evolving Wilds. I think booting up Guardian Idol might just be more relevant. Maybe not, though. I think we do. We want to get another black mana for sure. So, well, we're playing tap land regardless. Let's Duress. Why play Tron'd if you don't have natural Tron'd in hand? Yeah, no, it's just like... It's pretty obvious. This hand's ridiculous. This card just gets, like, everything. I'm going to take this Flame Slash, I guess. Right? I'm gonna take this Flame Slash. Feel like we're hemorrhaging value a little bit too much if we don't. I feel like they're a little, like, I kind of want to get ahead of them on life total here, actually, so I'm gonna boot up the Idol. And I'm gonna get in for beats. I'm gonna play this Evolving Wilds first so I don't forget about it. And I'm gonna get in for beats. We can't play the Pestilence the next turn or we lose it. They didn't have colored mana, notably. Oh, they have Jungle Hollow, I guess. They don't have any blue mana yet. So they might even just go get blue mana with this Expedition map. What you gonna get with that map? What you gonna do with all them maps? All them maps inside that map. Tasty beats. We made some noodles out of these beats. And they are now tasty. They're gonna get blue mana. Okay. Need lots of blue mana to be capsizing, huh? Okay, pass. Go find black mana with this. Find a Jotty offshoot off the top of our deck. Play a Pestilence. Win the game. I'm just gonna pass. Sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Get a black source. Pass the turn. We're almost to, Gladeheart's not bad. I think I want to play Alchemist Vial Gladeheart here, and then we can get our Pestilence online, start pinging them every turn. Or just play Territorial Baloth and like slam into their face 100 times. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. This makes Pestilence a lot better too. When it's online. I should probably X these out now that they're on the battlefield. Opponent is on Muldrifter mana and not casting it. Let's blow up their blue mana that they fought so hard to find, huh? Playing around. Yeah. Playing around some stuff and blowing up your blue mana. How you like that? Forbidden Alchemy, okay. Sure. Is it Spice Tron? I didn't notice. I was too busy having all of my stuff capsized. That felt pretty okay. And let's Alchemist Vial to get that F6 value. Draw a card. It's another Gladeheart. And we will hit for 4. Last turn. Probably play Pestilence next turn. They have 3 unknowns in hand, which I'm not super comfortable about. Oh no, they don't have, yeah, they have 3 unknowns in hand. Pulses back the land, which is good, sure. Yep. And we're just gonna start playing beaters and beating. Let's play Gladeheart. 1, 2, 3 mana. I guess it doesn't really matter. Play a Jungle Hollow. So we're gonna get out our Pestilence pretty soon, and that way we can start pinging for 1 a turn. Yep. And get in for beats. Beats. Yeah, it kind of seemed a little weird to me too. We now have enough mana that we can cast Pestilence and boot up Guardian Idol on end step if they try to like remove our board somehow. What's this gonna be? One of those cards I've seen? Muldrifter, okay. Come on down, Drifter. Old Drifty. Got a draft on your Drift. And I think this is gonna be my opportunity to get a Pestilence down and get rid of that Muldrifter. I can't do that. So I'm just going to play this Jungle Hollow. I mean, specifically, you don't usually see Jungle Hollow. Yeah, I'm not used to that either. TBH. I don't brew all of them, so some weeks I will enlist the help of players who I feel like. So Possibly Pauper Playable is all about just trying out new cards, basically. And ooh, I don't really want to lose my Guardian Idol here, so maybe I do just play Pestilence. I think I do. Yeah, I just play Pestilence here. They're tapped out. Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah, so I brewed this one. I brewed a couple of earlier weeks lists. It's been a bunch of fun so far. We've done middling. We've had middling results, but the list that links, so R&D function, the mod in the chat there, they built Martyr Cache, which you can find on my YouTube channel. I'll link my YouTube channel. That has all the decks on it. I try really hard. So if you check in, like right on the deck techs, I try as hard as I can to give credit to the player that built the deck. We did it. Okay. Yeah, sideboard plan was perfect. Let's run it back. And the record is not correct, but I'm just gonna update it probably in between matches now. Wait, should I have another loss on here? I should, right? No, we lost 3 matches. We lost 2 matches. Yeah, okay. These are just taking forever. Like I'm like blacking out over here. But yeah, I brew some of the lists. Some of my really early ones, this is a great hand. Yep. And we're gonna get turn 3 Throne of the Black Rose, I believe. So got that going for us. I don't know if we have the right mana to do that. Yeah, I want a Jotty Offshoot on turn 1 instead. Well, I guess we can fetch land next turn. No, then we definitely don't get this. Tron'd land. They don't have the perfects. They do have a Prophetic Prism, so their mana is a lot better this game. So I'm just gonna Edge of Autumn here. I should probably play tap land. Yeah, because... And then Edge of Autumn next turn. Sam was actually way slower than I thought it was. I might Edge of Autumn here, because it soon will not be good. Like, by the time we want to start doing things, I'm going to Edge of Autumn, and then we might draw into an untapped land, and at any rate, Edge of Autumn will stop being good soon, so we want to get rid of it. So yeah, let's do that. Pass the turn. Look, we're ramping harder than the Tron'd player. Oh no, they have Tron'd? Weird, man. You know, I've never seen a Tron'd deck get Tron'd before. Okay, so let's play out Evolving Wilds. We're gonna get some more black mana, get some value off Jotty Offshoot. We're gonna play this out, maybe leave up some untapped black mana for Disfigures. Maybe they got a Mull Drifter for next turn. They don't, or we don't find a Disfigure, so let's just pass. Go find some black mana with this. Get Thornin. Get Thorny. Opponent has the Tron'ds. Well, I have Sixth. No, turn them off. 7 mana. Din Rover. Ulamog's Crusher. Okay, sure. So let's go get more black mana. Ulamog's Crusher is pretty rough here. We are absolutely gonna have to find an answer for that. Thorn of the Black Rose is not an answer for Ulamog's Crusher. So now we gotta start thinking about what lands or what things we're gonna be sacrificing. I think I play a Baloth here and I sack Vile Offshoot. Yeah. Or maybe I play out Thorn and sack Land Vile? No, I'm committed to this. Okay, we gotta beat harder than an Ulamog's Crusher with a Territorial Baloth, or find an Edict. Which did we take an Edict out? We might have taken Edict out. You have to attack with it, dude. Okay, so I don't see Jotty Offshoot gaining us any more than the life it's already gained us here, so let's do like that. Block for 8. And F6. Bajuka Bog, which isn't doing us a hell of a lot of good right now. And yeah, we'll try to get Thorn out. I should have played Thorn last turn, huh? They probably have the counterspell now. Oh, God! That was so bad. Oh, crap. Oh, that was super bad. Guys. Well, I can still play Thorn next turn. I can try to play Thorn next turn. They're just going to have 100 counterspells. Oh, and then I didn't get my landfall trigger for my Territorial Baloth. So Territorial Baloth is going to get in because I'm going to sack it anyway. I'll play Jungle Hollow for the life gain, I guess. They're going to Moment's Peace. Okay. Sure. Better in the yard than anything. Oh, God, yes. I need a 1-800 type plays so bad here. Sorry, I didn't have my comments minimized there. That was so brutal. Okay, punt number 2 of the day right there. But hey, we played smart about Moment's Peace, huh? F6 will sack. Hopefully they didn't find another counterspell. Yep. Sack. And try to get a Rose Thorn out. Thorn of the Bee Rose. I mean, hopefully they can't just Rolling Thunder us here. I don't think they can. Okay, let's try to resolve Thorn. Oh, come on. Let me have one. No! We're just dead now. Well, that was fun. What do you guys think? Do you think it would have gone? It definitely would have gone differently if I could have killed this Crusher. Play a tap land, pass turn. Ah, my punts. My punts. I'm hating it. Guys, when you play this deck, play it smarter. Understand that Thorn of the Black Rose has Death Touch. Sacks like that. Untap land. I don't know. Do we play Pestilence just to, like, sacrifice it? Probably instead of a land. Ugh. Opponent's got the perfects. Yeah, we're just dead. Oh my god, guys. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Sacks like this. Gladeheart. I mean... Do you have a counter? Oh, sure, the Gladeheart gets down. We're fighting for a Chainer's Edict here. If they're even still in my deck. I think they are. Okay, let's pass. Ugh. I may never forgive myself for that. Okay, so sack a couple lands. Sack a couple basics. Go to blocks, because we'll die if we don't. Block with the Gladeheart. Shump with the Gladeheart. Pass turn. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how hard we got trolled. Or how punted I bad. Yeah, we've got like 0 outs here. Okay, so Guardian Idol doesn't do it. Another punt to put in my books. Another punt to learn from. All right, good night, Tron. I appreciate that you guys are telling me outright. I'm going to save my fetch lands for my landfall creatures. Because maybe I wouldn't notice otherwise. Like, I probably wouldn't have ever even noticed that. Yeah, well, now mine are immortalized. So let's go ahead and just disfigure this Delver right away. Don't want none of that. Do they have days? Play an Evolving Wilds, pass turn. Okay, guys. This isn't the version of Delver that runs Skred, or runs Lightning Bolts, so we can't lose as bad as we did last time, right? We're gonna get our life gain online. Ooh, 2 Delvers. Well, that's a pretty good hand opponent. Pestilence, come on. Come through. Come through all day. Let's hope we can resolve the Pestilence on time. So maybe we play out Evolving Wilds here instead, because if they tap out for some wild reason next turn, we just may, like, if they set up a Delver and only and don't leave enough mana untapped, like, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, they don't flip. Okay, so maybe they will do some setting up of Delvers. Crap. They drew another island. Maybe they'll set up Delvers instead of countering our Pestilence next turn. Come on, pay a bunch of mana for stuff. Pay all the mana for stuff. I could still get bolted. You're right. You're right. Hey, man, there could be a boat. These could be boats. Who would know? Who could tell? They're probably thinking, like, what green-black cards do I care about countering next turn? And they're probably thinking, like, most of them. I'd rather have Thorn countered, so I don't know if I just run Thorn into 2 blue mana here. I might do just that. Because if Thorn resolves, that's almost... No, it's pretty bad. Boats. They only have 4 cards in hand. Playing Thorn here would be a huge punt, too. So let's play out Gladeheart. I feel like the life gain is just as good against the 2 Delver draw. Maybe not as good as Pestilence necessarily, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I don't think they have the counter. It feels like they F6'd. So maybe that was bad. Maybe I should have taken that opportunity to get the whole thing in. Now they got a couple flip Delvers and they're feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. I think I may have correctly, so they have a Preordain in hand that we know about. There's Augur Bolas, so Preordain 2 unknowns. Don't flip a counter. Don't flip a counter. Dispel. Okay, we don't care about Dispel. So Dispel and 2 unknowns. I'm feeling like there's a Spell Stutter Sprite around here somewhere. And you guys keep saying that. I keep playing bad. Pest, though. Yeah, I should probably play Pestilence next turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they F6'd last turn. Guys, let's do this. Rally Caps. Does anybody do that? I think you do that with ball caps. I don't think you do that with toques. Okay. Okay. Pog. Sir Champ. Pog, sir. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Guardian Idol. Pestilence. Can't lose. Can lose. Have lost. What? What is this? Who am I? What day is it? Oh, God. Everything is so bad all of a sudden. Oh, no. Oh, no. You did. That was your fault, Lynx. Oh, and there's an Apostle's Blessing. You know what that means. It's time for some more Is It Blitz. Yeah, I think the life gain is almost more important, but we have to do something about this board. Apostle's Blessing is interesting. I really want to find black mana here. They have the Apostle's Blessing, so I think they're going to protect one of their Delvers. Like, Delvers are doing insane work here. Okay. Yep. There's Beloth, which isn't doing anything. Oh, we can beat Apostle's Blessing. Yeah, I think so too. So let's tap our black mana, Pestilence. No responses to that Pestilence. Tap a black mana, Pestilence. And this will be the Apostle's Blessing. They're going to Mutagenic Growth, tap. Oh, you know what? They can Mutagenic Growth and Apostle's Blessing, and then they're hitting us for a bunch. And they're hitting us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. Are they like a Team or Battle Rage? We're like mostly dead. But I'm going to do it anyway. Or can they save 2 now? They can save 2 now, right? Oh god. Okay, so if we do this and the Apostle's Blessing this one. Yeah, it's my turn, yeah. It's on my turn. Ugh. So if I do this and the Apostle's Blessing this Delver, this one will die. So one of the Delvers is dying. Okay, I'm doing it. And all the Augurs will die? Yeah, you're right. There's no reason not to do any of this nonsense right now. And they're going to Apostle's Blessing, save a Delver. One of the Delvers will die. And the Augurs are going to die. So they'll have 1 Delver left on board. Which we can deal with. I can handle that. Which actually saves us our Pestilence. But I don't know, like, what could they have in hand? Like, Mutagenic Growth, Team or Battle Rage, and then we're dead? If this is Mutagenic Growth, Team or Battle Rage, I'm going to be a very... No, one of them is Dispel, so that isn't what's going to happen here. We're just going to take 3 off Delver. Yeah. So this is awkward. We're at 5. They have another protection spell. We're dead. Can't play a creature here. Yeah, they need Bolt, right? So we're still dead to Bolt. So maybe we want to Pulse here? Pulse back the Gladeheart? Wow, that sounds bad. Yeah, I think we do want to Pulse it back, but yeah. Just so we're not dead to Bolt? Then we have no way to deal with this Delver. Yeah, they have Dispel, right? Right. So there's no playing around Bolt here. There just isn't. Well, we have to kill this Delver, we're dead anyway. If we ping ourselves twice, then they Bolt. So if their hand is Bolt Dispel, we lose. It is Dispel. So if they have exactly Bolt in hand, we lose. Otherwise, we're basically trying to fade Bolt for the rest of our life. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Wipe the board. Wipe away the Delver anyway. And die to Bolt. I feel like a Blitz player would have killed us with the Pestilence trigger on the stack. Oh, I had so much faith in this deck. At least I can kind of blame punts on the on all the terrible things that happened. It was just really bad playing on my part. Kiln Fiend, hello. Kiln Fiend. So Gladeheart, 1, 2, 3. They have counter magic for Pulse of Marasa. We wait till their end of turn. Okay, so let's Gladeheart. It's a blocker. Oh, right, it's the beginning of your end step. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's the beginning of the end step, right. Yeah, that's super important. Blitz is fine. We're probably dead here. We're mostly dead here. I am learning a lot tonight, but I'm giving my deck a bad showing. It went really well in practice, but in the tournament practice room, you can recover from misplays a lot easier. I was thinking like pulse on end of turn, on the end of their turn, so that we can sneak through a Thorn. But they're gonna dig all they want now. So they have 2 cards in hand. If any of them are Bolt, we're dead. Yeah. I guess, like, yeah, it would have bought us some amount of time. Some non-zero amount of time. Definitely would have killed this Kiln Fiend. And Temur Battle Rage. So Temur Battle Rage is 10, that's 20 damage. It's 18 damage. We're just dead. Oh! Okay, so Duresses come in, Wrench Mines come in, Moments Pieces come in. Chainer's Edict is good here. Disfigure's probably not super great for all of that point blank protection that they're running. Thorn is bad against Delvers. Gratuitous Find is probably way too slow here. Alchemist's Vials are fine. Maybe just take out the last Gratuitous Find. Bring in Doomblades. Yeah, we kind of got to go all in here. Sands can be okay. Yeah, I don't really want to go on the LD. Yeah, I'm going to take out the last Thorn. I think you guys are right. I think Delver is just too good against Thorn. They have like trample effects and stuff like that they can just steal it with too. Like trample and protection. Yes, I am doing the learnings. I think Alchemist Vial might even be a little bit too slow. I think Edge of Autumn's a little too slow, so I'm gonna trim that. If we're ramping, we're not doing a whole lot. Search for Tomorrow is fine because it'll fix our mana on turn 1. It's turn 1 play, gains us some life, but there's sometimes where Edge of Autumn just doesn't gain us life. Oh, this is close. This is close, but it is far from a cigar. This is much better. Ish. It's keepable, I think. Let's keep on top. And turn 1 Bojuka Bog. And if you are playing Thorn and protecting it, you're already winning IMO. Yeah, no Thorn. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. They have lightning bolts, right? If they didn't have lightning bolts, they definitely have lightning bolts now. We can Doomblade their beater if they play a next turn before they can have protection up, so I don't think I'm going to cast this Alchemist Vial. We don't have a lot more going on. We know we have a green source on the top of our deck for Moments Peace and a couple more turns. If they kill us on turn 3, even through a Doomblade, then Doomblade and Vial, then whatever. See, that comes from experience too, right? Like after you've played so much Pestilence, you probably recognize that whole waiting to the end step intricacy. I'm gonna play Untapped Mountain or Untapped Swamp here, just in case they have that critical creature. Do you have a critical creature? Just Augur or Bolos. I don't really care about that. Go ahead with your Augur. Play your tap land and pass again. Waiting for the dude. Waiting for the duder we care about. Jungle Hollow. Guardian Idol gets us to Pestilence next turn, and they can't kill us next turn. But they will be able to start protecting their guys. But they won't be able to protect them for long against Pestilence. So I think we're just going to Guardian Idol here, and that'll let us play Pestilence next turn if we don't have to do like removing Alchemist's Vialing. That could be what we should be doing. Vial? Oh. So it's super late and my girlfriend isn't home yet. Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so Augur gets in. We find another Doomblade. I think Nivix Cyclops can probably kill us next turn, so I am going to... Oh, we have double Doomblade. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should Doomblade here. Like, just running a Pestilence doesn't feel very good. Like, it just doesn't kill this anyway, and they can't protect it, so let's Doomblade, Vial, pass. And there's Evolving Wilds. It's sacked. And nothing to do. We've F6'd. There's an Eldrazi Sky Spawner. That's interesting. That is spicy. There's another Vial. I think Pestilence is good enough here, so I'm going to get the Pestilence down. Pestilence does lots of stuff here, so let's do that. Yeah, I thought Doomblade was good there too. But we also, how far my thinking's got us tonight, huh, team? What in the heck? I know. I like Eldrazi Sky Spawner just as a card in general. Maybe this deck is just like on the value plan. Like, I could believe that. Get behind it. They're like gonna get you down to a critical, like, yeah, but what? Understandable. Okay, so we're gonna wait till our own end step. We'll probably Vial here. Hopefully we draw a land. I would like to see some more mana. Like to see some life gain. Yeah. A lot of things I would like to see. Get up to enough mana, we can use Guardian to protect our Pestilence too. Oh boy. Oh boy. You can go ahead and pass turn now, opponent. Spawner also doubles, also does double duty, as it is good against Delver decks. Yeah, you're right. It can trade with Delvers. So who's protecting tonight? So let's go. Wait till end step, I guess. So if we're gonna Pestilence once and probably Doomblade this Cyclops, that leaves us with exactly 1 mana that we can just leave up on their turn. We can't boot up our Guardian Idol or anything. So I think I'm just gonna go to end step here. Or I might as well do it now, right? Get some more information. But it doesn't really do us any good. So let's go to end step. I guess we have this Alchemist Vial if they do have protection for this Nivix Cyclops. Go to end step. Try to Pestilence away some creatures. And try to Doomblade this here Cyclops. And then we'll pass the turn. We have the Alchemist Vial for it, so I'm a little less scared. We have a couple of Alchemist Vials and Moments Pieces until we can leverage a Pestilence move that kills it. They only have 3 cards in hand, so... Yeah, there's the Apostle's Blessing. Okay, sure. And Doomblade doesn't get through. Yep. Yep. So Delvers and Sky Spawners are just dead draws for them here, essentially. Kind of, I guess. We can't kill them right now. Got more important things to be doing. They're gonna preordain. Delver with Blitz Wincon, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so let's just be smart about this. They're gonna go to combat. We will Fog the Cyclops. We're gonna kill this Fiend next turn with our Pestilence. And we do have a way to fog this online. Actually, we have to draw land to do all of that. It's a little sketchy. I guess we have Moments Piece, so let's cast Alchemist Vial. See if we draw a land. Untap land. Untap black. Another Moments Piece, that's okay too. Well, if I want them to cast protection spells, I want them to do it right now. But I can't really afford it because if they have the kill on board, I think we just Moment's Peace here. I think we just have to Moment's Peace. Fire off Vial. Oh, I should have done it last turn, you mean? Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. Let's see what this is. Gush. Gush, gush, gush. Do they have the stop damage prevention spell? Because that'd be pretty bad. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to see, if they'll go all in here or something. Or I want to see how many resources they'll spend, like right now. Yeah, like throw Delver into a Pestilence kind of thing. Okay, so let's go to beginning of combat. Let's go to attacks. What do I just take this? Like, I don't just take this because I'm dead to bolt, right? Yeah, I can't just take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not just dead to bolt, I'm dead to 2 bolts. I think I'm gonna Moment's Peace. I have enough of them. Can they prevent me from stopping damage? Oh yeah, last turn. Yeah, my bad. My B. Okay, they still have 4 cards in hand and they got a Gush off there, so that's not great. We will get to take care of a Delver and a Kiln Fiend, which is alright, and we did draw another land, which is awesome. Okay, so let's play out a land. Huh. We need some more information, so let's Pestilence once. Pestilence twice. What do you got? What do you got? What are you going to show me? Do you have a way to save the Nivix Cyclops? They have 4 cards in hand. I think one of them is an island. Or no, they can save the Nivix Cyclops, no problem. They're seeing if they can save the Kiln Fiend. Probably asking themselves if that's important. They're going to let it go. So we have to leave up our Alchemist Vial for next turn, I guess? So let's play this Alchemist Vial. Draw a card. Yep. And then on their upkeep, Wrench Mind. I really, really wish. On upkeep, we'll sack it targeting Nivix Cyclops. Right? Maybe I should have left up Moment's Peace there. Okay, cool. They're okay with that. So I'm okay with that. We're gonna get to Wrench Mind next turn. That's gonna be okay. And then we still have a way to deal with this for the time being. More black mana, I will gladly accept. Okay, so black mana, let's Wrench Mind. We can't Pestilence X3 here or anything. We can hold up Moment's Peace and still get 1 activation of Pestilence off. We pitch 2 islands. Kind of figured. Yeah, let's pass. Let's pass. I don't know if we can turn the corner here. I'm really hoping we can turn the corner. Upkeep, try to brick the Cyclops. They let us brick the Cyclops. They're gonna go to combat. I don't really, like, every little bit counts. Let's boot up the Guardian Idol. And block. I wish I had, like, exactly 1 more mana here. Because then we could kill this Augur boss, and that would be nice. Go to end of turn. Yep. There's another land. Okay, so I kind of want to... We can Pestilence X3 here. We can't cast any relevant spells while leaving Moment's Peace up. So I kind of want to try to Pestilence X3 and then hope the Moment's Peace gets through. Just to get rid of this Augur. 1, 2... wonder if they're going to protect it. Can't really afford the life if they are. But maybe we want them to use their spells right now. They only have 3 spells in hand. Or 3 cards in hand. They're probably all spells. Because they sure pitched a lot of lands last time. Maybe we can go after the Augur again shortly. But for now, we gotta leave up Moment's Peace. I guess we can go after it. They have Dispels. But we're kind of into that plan anyway. So let's see if they'll waste a Blessing here. Hopefully they will. Mutagenic Growth, okay. Yep. Okay. It's big. Understood. So is like Moment's Peace on upkeep a thing? Like just in case they draw the Dispel? Part of me kind of feels like they have it. Like I feel like I should just, yeah, I'm gonna go through to blocks and maybe I'll learn yet another valuable lesson here tonight. There goes one spell. It is correct to do that. Yeah, I kind of want them to waste their resources. If I can get them to. We can't take 4 anyway, they should know that. So if they have a bolt in hand, it doesn't matter. We'll have to react regardless. Yeah. Well, they're out of blue mana now, at least, so they can't dispel our Moment's Peace. Thankfully. But they can probably find enough lightning bolts to just make that not matter. Big old Nivix Cyclops. Yeah, that's true. I just like they're out of blue mana now, so our Moment's Peace is going to work. It might have been correct because they could have drawn Dispel. But like we didn't know about Dispel. Here comes the old Cyclops. Let's go through into blocks. And try to resolve this here Moment's Peace. They probably have Flaring Pain now, I guess. If this is Flaring Pain, that's GG's. Nope, Moment's Peace gets through. Okay. A life gain spell would be pretty awesome so that we could make an attempt at, ooh, okay. 1, 2, and then we can cast Baloth to keep our Pestilence. Let's turn this thing around, gang. Let's turn this thing around. Chainer's Edict. Does it work? Have you been edicted? Okay, here comes Baloth. Here comes the Loth. That was saucy. That was saucy. It's going to serve us well here. Another Pestilence in hand, Territorial Baloth on the battlefield. 3 lightning bolts away from being dead. I don't know if they scoop or not. Ah, Flame Slash, bummer. We still have our boy here. We have another Pestilence, so it's not a big deal. There goes Pestilence. That's cool. Search for Tomorrow. I think I'm going to save Search for Tomorrow until we find a landfall creature. So we'll boot up the Guardian Idol. I wonder if they'll lightning bolt it. Go to attacks. 12 minutes on clock. And pass a turn. They gotta have instant speed removal here. Oh man. Good. Good, good, good. I'm kind of pumped that they lightning bolted that. Unless they just have all bolts in their hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that puts us off Chainer's Edict mana for next turn. That could have been really good for them. That could have been really, really good for them. Crap. Okay, so we should pulse back. Do we have any creatures? Have we drawn any creatures? Yeah, so what do we do here? Ugh. That was brutal. Do we even have any fetch lands in our graveyard? No, we don't. Just Pestilence to deal with this. I guess Pestilence and a bunch of Moment's Pieces. All right, so let's leave up our Moment's Pieces, and we'll pulse back our big beater. We really got to find a land. Jeez. All right, so let's Moment's Peace. They might find their Dispel. We have another one. I'd like this to resolve so I can cast a Pulse of Marasa. If this resolves, I might Pulse. I found a spell. Okay. Alright. So if the other card in their hand is Dispel, what does that put it up to? 4. Yeah. Okay, so flashback Moment's Peace, and are we dead? Not dead. Okay. One more game. Or one more turn. Wonder what they drew. Oh, really? Crap, man, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we gotta live off of a Pulse of Marasa here. Seems sketchy. Okay, let's cast this Search for Tomorrow. Go get some more black mana. Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. I'm going to Pulse on their upkeep because they might find another Dispel. We already saw one Dispel, but we'll get back Baloth. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have to go Shields down. Probably just going to sack this Evolving Wilds, or I might leave this on the battlefield. Did you find a counterspell? Are we dead? Are we dead, Blitz opponent? Lightning Bolt kills us too. No, Bolt doesn't kill us here. But oh. Yeah, no, you're right. That makes sense. That's true. We're back up to 13. Can we Pestilence and 1, 2, 3, 4? We can kill this with Pestilence next turn, I guess. If that's any consolation. We can try anyway. But they might have us here. They might just like Team or Battle Rage win. Oh gosh. Some tough losses tonight. I was teched out against Burn, guys. I was beating Burn and Stompy like it was no thing. Opponent probably found some tasty, tasty stuff with that Gush. I can Chainer's next turn, yeah. If we have to survive one more turn, and things might go our way, but 4 cards in hand, 4 unknowns in hand. They gotta get up, they gotta cast, what, 2 more spells? And there's Team or Battle Rage. That's it, guys. Can't win them all. I'm happier with this deck than I thought I would be, honestly. It was good. Some bad matchups early on. Some bad matchups all night, really. Few punts, few really critical punts. But I think it's got legs. I think if I had to break Jotty Offshoot, I'm happy that I won a match with the deck that I tried. And yeah, thanks for stopping in, everybody. Those 2 followers, I seriously appreciate it. Let's scoop it up for our opponent. Call it a night for the YouTubers. And yeah, we'll get out of here.